What's up, CDP? What's going on? I hope everybody is doing well. Oh my goodness. What a day, what a day, what a day, what a day, what a day. CDP. And we're back. Anyway, um, you all, I am almost home. It has been a mess. So, baby, tell me why they shooting in Houston. Now, it was in Cypress, so it's north of the city. But they maybe people shooting in the Kroger. People shooting in the Kroger. Thank God I went to the Randall. Thank God I went to Randall's because people shooting up in the Kroger. Tony Dimples and CDP, they shooting up in the Kroger. And then, baby, it was already raining hard. But why they gonna have to have a little old nasty piece of tornado in San Antonio? Now let me tell y'all about that tornado. That tornado. Thank you, spoken word. But that tornado was lodged in the area by Six Flags, and it was by that shopping center, the Rim, and then it went to Leon Springs. But that's where all the new money lives. That's where the Spurs, a lot of Spurs people live. They live in a Dominion, which is not too far from that area. And then farther north of that, in Bernie, it was a lot of flooding. So it has been a lot of flash floods in the area. So, uh, keep San Antonio and Texas in general, especially the Hill Country, in prayer. It's flooding again in places like Uvalde, Hondo, Kerrville. They already had the Camp Mystic situation in Kerrville, so it's flash floods in that area. So please keep those people in prayer. Maybe I'm leaving. Look, I done left Houston, but I'm like, damn, why am I going to Houston if folks decide to shoot that day at the damn Kroger? And then, the tornado in San Antonio and family members and friends have been calling. I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. But, it's good that people are looking out and checking on you. So, yes. So, a lot. Y'all had some flooding too? Yeah, it's been a lot going on. I've been looking at a lot of things, but I'm okay. But it was looking bad when I was leaving home, but I didn't know it was that bad. And the rain is going to continue until Thursday. So it's going to be a lot of rain. So hopefully, yeah. Right now, this is when you are happy you don't live next to a river or a lake or any stream of water because you don't know what's going to happen. So, but I am okay. Thank you so much, Miss Vegas. Yes, I am safe. So, yeah. Hopefully, the other San Antonio crew. I know Chris and Lovely Love and Tracy and Stomp Down. I know all of those people are in the San Antonio area, so hopefully they are safe as well. No one was injured, thank God. So but I'm sure that some people have some property damage. So hopefully they're safe. So I am, but thank you all. And a lot of people have been calling and checking. So I am still in the land of the living and almost home. Almost home. So I'm about maybe 20 minutes away. Tony Dimples is terrible. They got fires in Canada. The smoke is in New York. The smoke is in Michigan. They have a heat wave in California. It's just a lot of things. Well, Tony, I don't know about God. I just think that people need to pay attention to some things, and also, we got a lot of things going on. So, a lot of this stuff is man-made, and a lot of this stuff is plain nature. Miss Vegas, um, if I deem that it's not safe, I'm not going anywhere. But I have that flexibility. So yeah, right now it's not bad, but if it's worse, and if I deem that it's really not safe to go out, then I won't go. So yeah. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, you all, um, it's just a lot of things going on. I was looking at the Nolan Wells situation, so that's still going on. The autopsy is, I think they finished that. I don't know what it says, so I'm going to go check that. I know that that JD Vance's security team is pissed off at him. They said that he's doing too much. Um, and again, I love that the people who they want to run these new divisions, and so Congress, the Senate, and the House are grilling uh, Trump's pick for the Department of Justice, the person who's going to lead that. So I've been watching that as well. So there's a lot of things that have been going on, you all, but the biggest thing is I've just been watching the weather and what's been going on. People sent me clips, and so the shopping center is the Rim. The Rim is on the east side of I-10. Six Flags is on the west side of it. And so Santico's Palladium, a theater was hit really badly. So it's just, yeah. And it'll be a while because that tornado did some damage. You know, nothing goes on with those guys. The women can do a little thing and get fired, but these men can almost unalive somebody before they even are held accountable. And now Trump is pushing ICE to continue these traffic stops after these two individuals were unalived. And what really bothers me is no one had their body cam. And so, yeah, it just doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I'm just kind of like over all of this stuff, but that's what's going on. So anyway, you all, but that's it. So I'm just glad that I am in the land of the living. I see dark clouds, so it's probably going to be some really bad weather tonight. But yeah. So anyway, y'all, that's what's been happening with me. Like I said, Houston was interesting. I didn't know that we were gonna have a shooting at the Kroger. And so that's happened, and so there's a lot of stuff been happening in Texas. So what else has been going on, you all? Yeah, it beats the heat, but I don't know. It's this rain is no joke, you know. And this is the thing: a lot of homes are flooding that are not even in the flood zone. So your house may not be in a flood zone, but it could be flooded. So it's just a lot going on, y'all. So yeah, somebody sent me an email concerning mental illness. And for that person who sent that email, yeah, but you know, people gotta take control of their lives and hopefully they'll get diagnosed and get some medicine. I don't know what's going on, but something is off, and I'll just leave it like that. Oh yeah, oh yeah. My heart goes out to those people in New Orleans because they were treated with such contempt. They're leaving, trying to find higher ground, and people turning them back. And you know, the humanity of people can be so left sometimes. You know, just off. So yeah. Oh, it's raining again, you all. So um, I am almost home. I'm in the city of Seguin right now. So I'm just about 25 miles out, 25 minutes. So, yeah. Seguin, Texas. Oh yeah, the rain is starting again, and you all, the rain just broke. The rain just broke. It's been raining all day since I was heading out. It was raining, and now it broke a little bit. Now it started again. What's up, Hershey? How you doing, Hershey girl? What's going on? What's going on, Hershey? You doing all right? Miss Vegas, be careful what you ask for. Just say we need a little. We say we need the rain for the grass to grow and nothing else. Baby, you gotta. You good, girl? I'm good as well. It has been a very productive. The weekend was productive, and this week has been very productive. Um, Getting some things done, but it's been extremely productive. And yeah, I've got a lot of stuff done. Like I got my closet organized and just getting some things done. And like I said, I sent that person off to basic training. So I'm glad. I haven't heard from them, but I'm sure I will hear from them when it's time to hear from them. So to not hear from somebody is good news. Well, Hershey, why are you saying that the girls are not well? Oh, baby, I didn't show my closet yet. I'll show it. I'll show it. I haven't shown it yet. Yeah. Why the kids are not well, Hershey? What are you noticing? No, what are you noticing? Noticing? You said the kids are not well. Okay. Yeah, Miss Bakers come over. The people who still ride with me come over. It's all good. Well, I don't have content except for the tornado, the shooting in Houston, um, the political upheaval that's taking its place, and that's it. I really haven't been looking at too much. You know, I have heard about this lady, but I don't know her, and so the only thing I know is that this person was upset because I guess I did my general sweep, and she got caught up in it, but I don't know her, and no, so no, I don't know who she is. I don't. Besides that, I don't know who she is. I have never watched her content, so no, I don't. Well, Boomkey, there are a lot of unhinged, frightening people here, but again, they have issues. And this is the thing. I don't even beef with people anymore. I just come on and chit chat and then move on about my business. But it seems like they telling me people are angry, and I'm like, why are you angry? First of all, I'm not acknowledging who you are because I don't know, and that's for everybody. So it is what it is. She may have been blocked. If the ushers feel that she is blocked, then she blocked. But I never seen the person over here, so yeah. Okay, well let people do what they want to do. I mean, like I said, I don't know this individual, and I don't engage with people because that's not what I do. I come on and I might talk about some things that you all talk about, but I'm good. I'm good. The law is for the lawless. And if people break the law, there are people to take care of that. I'm not one bit concerned and I'm not one bit worried at all. At all. So Bunkie let people do what they need to do. I am fine here. I continue to do my job, and I'm good. And yeah, so I don't know this person. I have not engaged with this person. Yeah. So yeah. Pastor, somebody posted you were belching a lot one day. Okay, well, people do belch, you know, and in India, that's a sign that the meal was good. But yeah, I probably did. I mean, yeah, it depends on what I ate. So is that against the law? Is that, I mean, I'm just trying to figure out. We done heard people poo. We done heard people belch. We done seen people drunk. We done seen half an eye. We done seen crooked teeth. We done seen no teeth. People pissing in cans. So, yeah. So what's the big deal? I don't know. I don't know. Tell me. It is silly. It is silly, but hey, if people want foolishness, it is what it is. I'm not bothered, but I didn't hear that. I didn't hear, but I mean, if that's what people need, my. What's up, Simply Pink and Green? Wow, it seems like a lot of talk has been about me, and I haven't even been really engaging anyone. So, wow, that's. I mean, it seems like I'm getting more attention not acknowledging and not watching these people than going back and forth with them. I wonder why. That's odd. Don't y'all think that's odd? Anyway, baby, I can't wait to get home. I'm gonna take me a hot shower. Woo-wee, and I'm gonna knock on out. I just hate driving to Houston because even though it's a shorter trip to Houston than Dallas, it's just nothing in between Houston and San Antonio. No big cities. Happy birthday! What? Simply Pink and Green, you don't look a day over 38. You talking about 60? Come on now, you look real good. It's a serious matter. Creole, I can see you. I can see you, Creole. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. And Simply Pink and Green told me it was her birthday. She wouldn't wait for me to guess that it was her birthday. Okay? You gotta tell me. You gotta open up your mouth. And you gotta tell somebody. Okay? Come on, Simply Pink and Green. Now, Simply Pink and Green, if you want to put your Cash App down, you can. That's totally up to you. But if you want to do that for a birthday blessing, you may. And I understand if you don't, but if you do, feel more than welcome. We'll highlight it so that people can bless you on your special day. Come on, birthday girl. Simply Pink and Green is looking good. Everybody everybody ain't looking like they on crack. Amen. You good? Okay. I just wanted to make sure. Ooh, come on my exit. Come on my exit. I'm almost there. So y'all, what else is going on? Something is wrong with it. Now we see you, Creole Libra. I see you. I don't know, but I see you. So y'all, what else is going on besides people talking about me? I know there's other things going on besides people talking about me. There's always somebody talking about me. You see, I don't mind. They try to stop and block my progress all of the time. These things you say don't make me feel bad because I can't lose a friend that I never had. I got Jesus, and that's enough. That's all I need. That's all I need. So anyway, now somebody told me that somebody was selling Kula La, and I'm like, Lord Jesus, how y'all found out that somebody was selling Kula La? Okay, they were selling Kula La, and I'm like, how people know that? Why people feel the need that they need to? Now, is that true? Because you know people be lying. People be lying. Somebody said somebody was selling Kula La when they was younger. That's what they said. I'm like, Jesus, keep Jesus, keep. What's up, Bella Garcia? Me near the cross. Now, don't. Now, let me say this. They said that the person said it and told somebody that at one point in time they were selling Kula La. I didn't really. Look. I'm not spreading it. That's why I said I don't know if it's true or not. Jesus, I don't know. Hypnotic touch. Is it true? Did they say that? Did they tell the people they were selling Kula La? Is it true? My. Lord, Mama in the kitchen burning that rice. Daddy down the corner just shooting that dice. Brother in jail just raising hell. Sister down the corner selling fruit cocktails. Woo! Rock and Robert, baby. We used to say the other word, but baby, I'll go ahead and put fruit cocktail, but maybe not just selling the fruit cocktail, baby. I hope it ain't true. I hope it ain't true. Okay. Oh, Jesus. What's up, Diving? Girl, y'all remember that song? Oh, my goodness. Oh, Lord. Just finished my house. Okay, Diving, that's awesome. Diving, we just chilling. I was just letting the people know that I'm all right. You know, they did have a tornado touchdown in San Antonio. It was off of Interstate 10 in 1604, which is a busy piece of real estate. And so, yeah, but I'm okay. Y'all, I'm on my road. I'm almost home. Yeah, I'm glad. I hope everybody who lives in San Antonio is okay. Um, there are some content creators who may live on that side of town. So yeah, so hopefully they are okay. Somebody said, "Well, nothing is told in chronological order, so I do not know." Um, and y'all sit up there and listen to it. I can't. I can't. I was getting headaches and stuff, and I'm like, let me get me some Advil, cause I was just like, it was a lot going on. But did the person actually say they was selling Kulala? Did they say at one point in time in my life I was selling Kulala? Baby, you heard clips from people, Lord Jesus. Well, how much was they selling it for? How much was they selling it for? My God, today. Baby, they say put a price on it. They say this is high commodity P. My God, today. Vegas, baby. Baby, work ain't honest, but it pays the bills. Sometimes you got to do strange things for change. My. Baby, people be talking, and like they said, it could be anything just to get attention. I don't know. I don't even know, because I can't read, so they be coming out people's mouths sometimes, and they be coming out their mouths, so I don't even know. Name it, claim it. It's a yours. It's a yours. Mm. Not unstable. Not unstable, cool la la. Baby, I'm gonna leave that alone. Jesus. My. Well, thank God for deliverance. Thank God for deliverance. Maybe that's why they was upset with the prep pills and stuff. I don't know. I don't know, Jesus. But maybe that's why they was upset. But my thing is, why would I have to steal something? You know what I'm saying? I don't steal. I don't steal. I don't know if people. I'm not a thief. But again, I guess it was a lie roast, but it is what it is. So I guess that's why somebody got like problems with that or something. I don't know. What's up, Janice? Oh my God, not the WAP. Now she was telling the story about her WAP. My God, today, my Jesus. I just people just tell everything. Just tell everything. Okay, just tell everything. And let me tell you what it does. It gives so when you start being that reckless, people are like, you know, my thing is, does your children know about this? How do they feel about this? People start wondering. I am people putting all that out there, and I'm like, wow, and people who are your worst enemy, you are your worst enemy. And I think people do more damage to themselves than anybody could. People use that stuff against you because they're enjoying the conversation and all of that. And it's really for attention. And all eyes on you, but you saying a whole lot. So, yeah. So anyway, I don't know. Like I said, I didn't go there to test y'all. Somebody was talking about they. Okay. We just got to 7 o'clock. Jesus. Jesus.
Y'all, I'm sorry. No. My microphone was going out because I actually had to turn my alarm system off. So I did make it to the house. The sun is shining. Let me get my garbage clean can. So that's what happened. So no. It's not the sound per se. It was me turning my alarm system off. And now get my garbage can. It was garbage day today. It was garbage day today. So I had to buy some salt for the water softener because this water is very hard in Texas. And if you don't have no water softener, baby, it will tear your stuff up. I did. Not weary ass patient. No, ma'am. Girl, not WAP. Come on now, hypnotic touch. Why you had to do it that? Look, why you had to put it like that? Not weary. Girl, not weary ass patient. Lord Jesus. My. Hypnotic touch. You ain't even saved. You don't got it like you say you do. And she got a nasty attitude. I love watching that man do them voiceovers. And we back. Everybody's so creative. Hey, Miss Vegas, I don't cook. I don't cook. I really don't. I only cook during the holidays or if there's a special occasion. I don't cook. And the reason why I don't, because I don't eat that much. I only eat 2 times a day. And so food would be wasted. believe it or not. So I don't do a whole lot of cooking. But now I'm gonna tell you what I'm not doing. I ain't eating no lettuce and no and nothing that can cause me some irritable. They say explosive bowel movement. Girl, people are going to Taco Bell and these restaurants and eating this lettuce and stuff, and they ain't coming back the same. The lady said she, the lady said she ate some lettuce. Mama said she ate some lettuce, and she said she could not leave the bathroom. Mama said she was trapped. Maybe she said she could not go nowhere. Okay, so baby, I'm not. Jason's Deli ain't seen me. I ain't going to Jason's Deli. Baby, I ain't doing nobody's salad bar. No. And if it ain't collard greens that is cooked thoroughly, I'm not, No, sir, Bobby Jr. No, sir. Baby, they say there's explosive bowel movement. Baby, that lady said that she was trapped. She said she couldn't leave the bathroom. Okay. Can you imagine eating a hamburger with extra lettuce on it and baby, the lettuce got that thing on it? Baby, you be messed up. Yeah, that's what they call it, explosive diarrhea. Baby, the girls have been having explosive diarrhea. It's in Texas, it's in Michigan. It's been hitting all the places. hmm Well, Dobbin, that's what's been going on. They say it's real. They said it's real bad in Michigan. Come here. What's on your feet? Come here. You're gonna have to wipe your feet off. So you hold on. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. Sit, 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 sit. Good girl. Good girl. Sit. Let's get them feet dried up. Good girl. That's my yes. Good girl. Sit. Sit. You're doing such a good job. That's my big baby. Sit. Sit. Lyric. Get back over here and sit. Thank you. Okay, now go eat. All right. She knows she has to step on her little carpet pad. Yes, she does, because I don't want no her footprints and paw prints all over the place. Okay, Diving. Hershey, I couldn't tell you. Girl, I am not the one to give you news no more. Cause baby, I'm just haven't been watching. So Hershey, I'm not the one to tell you. Baby, the girls gotta tell you because I have not been um kept in the loop with all of these shenanigans. So I couldn't tell you. Girl, I couldn't tell you. I'm sure some things are going on, but if the girls don't come over here and tell me, baby, I can't tell you because I have just not been in the loop. Mm-mm. I don't know. Didn't hear it. Well, baby, I don't know. Child, I don't know. I just don't. And like I said, I guess I'll take myself out of business. But okay. I dropped the link. Baby, grandpa gonna be all right, but baby, that bison was not playing. Okay? let me tell you something. You don't never see no black person getting tossed in the air. Because first of all, we stand in our car. We stand in our car now. You come hit the car, but we ain't getting out that car. You know, we were 100 feet away. Girl, that bison said, not today. The bison said, I'm feeling it. She said, he said, anybody can get it today. Baby, I'm glad he okay too. But baby, that bison said, anybody can get it today. And baby, he threw grandpa up in the air. Baby, grandpa, he knocked the living suspenders off grandpa. Baby, I'm like, ooh, please don't stump that man. Please don't stump that man. That bison was not playing with the girls. What's up, Hershey?
Jay Wilson, what is going on? Why is it so dry as a desert on here? What is going on? So, did they have the beef sector funeral yet?
I don't know, but
That's
you
what
know
it feels
what?
like. It feels like somebody
Let me
done
say this.
died,
I have
honey. It's
been
real
feeling very
dry on
good.
here.
Yeah, but I have been feeling very good. I don't know.
Well, I hear
And if
you've
the
been talking
girl,
about your interns. I heard you was talking about your interns, and honey, you gave me a good old nasty piece of kiki because you was telling them what you said. One of your students ain't no math and stuff like that. So, oh my God, not math, not 1 + 1 is 12 + 12. I said, it's a lot. The children need education. The children need education, honey. I listened to your live. What is today? Today is old Nancy piece of
Wednesday,
hump day, groundhog day. Is today
yeah,
is hump day, groundhog day? Because
yeah,
that's what
but
it is going on here. You got women on here with no teeth in their mouth. They look like they can't meow. I mean, I just don't
well,
understand how
Hershey,
you got a
somebody
ball.
told me, Hershey, that somebody was selling Kulala in their earlier years. And I'm like, for real? And I thought they was lying, but the girl said that they was selling WAP, baby. Somebody said they was
They were
selling
selling,
WAP.
they were selling the cat.
They said they was selling
So
it.
who
They said it was in.
was it?
They said it was in your
Say
town of
the name.
Philadelphia. They said it was in your town of
The devil was a
Philadelphia.
lie, not Sister Catherine. Sister Catherine do not live that lifestyle. Y'all is not gonna lie on Sister Catherine, honey. Y'all is not gonna lie and say
Now,
Sister Catherine was
let
throwing
me
that
say this.
cat back.
I just wanted to confirm that it was said. And the girl said it was said. And I'm like, Lord Jesus.
Well, did Sister Catherine say it or the rumor just going around?
Well, somebody said they had the clip.
Really? Did they send you the clip of her saying that she was selling her filet mignon?
Girl, they just told me that they said that she's out there.
Really?
Somebody said that they now this is how the email came. They said, Jay, we understand why you separated. I didn't separate. You know, that's number one. I didn't separate. But they said they understood why, because somebody ain't right in the head. And then that was mentioned as well. And they said that they just they said that now I didn't say it. They said they were a whore for attention. Annie Savage
Oh,
said,
okay.
she definitely said it. I heard her. See, sorry.
Put that on the screen because I'm not reading the chat. I'm looking in the mirror fixing my baby hair. Put that on the screen real quick, Jay
Hold
Wilson. Let
on,
me
girl.
set
Let me
it up.
find it.
Okay.
Hold on.
Shaka, you not.
There it is. Hold on. I see it.
You know you got 2 live streams up on your StreamYard?
Yeah. There it is right there. You see it, Hershey? Girl, they bothering you about that battery, Hershey, girl. They said, change that battery, girl. They old, but the girls is coming for you. Honey, the girls is coming for you.
Oh, Lord.
The girls is coming for you. They said don't let. They said don't. The girls are saying don't let Uppity beat you getting the battery.
Y'all, Uppity is already beating me, honey. Uppity is taking pictures in her bathroom. She told Sister Catherine that she wanted to have a pink dress contest. I said, well, come on, competition with the pink dress. Uppity said the girls, y'all can't take her because she got a pink kitchen. She got a pink a tea kettle. She got paint spatulas and spoons and things like that. She said she's not turning her macaroni salad. She said with her hands, like some certain people.
Well, girl, it seemed like a lot of people doing things in pink, girl. Somebody said people doing things in pink dresses and baby. But somebody said I heard it right out of the person's mouth. My God. My God. I mean, let me say this. Now, somebody wrote it.
Sister Catherine ain't talk like that. That must be the morphine that she's on that they giving her at night to dilate the pain and stuff. She must have slipped up and said that. You know she's on night medication because they give her because she just had that surgery and stuff like that. She was also broadcasting her machine. Jay Dunn said she got a machine as well. So it was a machine competition going. It was a machine
Girl, not a
competition going
machine
on.
competition.
Child, it's a machine challenge going on. So you got the paint dress challenge and the machine competition. Jay Wilson, Jay Dunn was promoting her machine, honey. I said, well, come on, machine.
Hurry to take over for a minute, girl. I got to get this shower real quick.
Well, go ahead and open. Don't talk about you getting in the shower, honey, because they said you only stay in the shower for 2.5 seconds and you still be, So the girls had said that as well, because they said you take a little quick shower.
Well, some people are cleaner than others. Some people are cleaner than others. Some people are nastier than others.
Child, some people don't even bathe when they on their cycle, so I know they ain't talking, child. They already smell like Bloody Mary and God knows what. And I know she ain't talking. So anyway, moving on. So what's been going on? Jay Wilson. Jay Wilson, can you hear me? Did I hear you, Vivian crystal clear? Vivian says that somebody emailed her, they want to have a Nancy Piece of interview with her. You said, well, how much did they ask you for? How much they said they was going to donate you or whatever for the interview? Vivian said 50 old Nancy Piece of $50. Vivian said, honey, she wipes $50 every day. She don't need your $50. And then here come Rose Bennett. Well, honey, Jay Wilson, the way you say hi to Rose Bennett earlier, honey, it was messy and shady. I said, oh, Jay Wilson, you messy. You gave her a nasty piece of dry hi. It was very entertaining. I still be peeking my head and stuff like that, in and out and stuff like that. Have anybody heard Big Brian? Is Big Brian still making videos and talking about people and blocking people and stuff like that? Anyway, moving on. There's a lot going on and things like that. Let me read this whole piece of chat, child, see what the kids is talking about. Because y'all messy. Do not, and I repeat, do not read hold on for a minute. Let me read these comments, honey, because the girl, y'all is messy. Some people never get it. Miss Vegas, word on the curb is they said that is a troll page going around called The Moose. The Moose is loose. I said, honey, y'all people would be a real messy. They got on Nancy piece of you see my comment, Hershey? Yes, I do, Miss Vegas. You need for me to stroll it on up, honey. You said something fabulous. Catherine Lips was wild when she was, oh no. Well, Catherine she's on night meds. Don't talk about her. LOL, Hershey is not happening right now. It was previously alleged. Honey, the devil is a lie. The devil is a lie, Miss Vegas. The devil is a lie. Y'all gonna stop lying on Sister Catherine. Sister Catherine is delivering, and she said she got to do what she's going to do. They also got a fake troll page of the pastor. That
okay.
Catherine was talking about.
Catherine. I'm chilling. Ooh, baby. Anyway.
Oh, Hypnotic Touch. Yes, kisses don't lie. You got that right. That's my favorite song, Cuddy. Shout out Hypnotic Touch. I love when you do that. But anyway, have anybody heard Mr. Throat? Is he okay? Because they said the last time Mr. Throat was on here, honey, he was showing his hamburger patties. And somebody said it looked like a number 2 in a skillet. I don't know. That's what the church was saying. Somebody posted and they screenshot of Rico making hamburgers, and they said the hamburgers look like soy meat, and they said it also looked like diarrhea. That's what the people had said, Jay Wilson. I didn't say that the man hamburger looked like diarrhea.
Shows now.
They said he was showing. They said that he was trying to have a competition with Lemon because Lemon was making chicken Alfredo, and Rico jumped up on somebody's panel, honey, and turned that camera on with that pan with the 2 pieces of hamburger meat, and they said it looked like soya meat, and they also said it looked like that new virus going around with diarrhea. I don't know, Jay Wilson, when you get time, go on over there and look at that. Look at the don't look like something that came out of your body. Moving right along. Who else I need to talk about? Oh, Ness. So word on the curb is Ness. They said Ness came back, honey. She over there kissing the rain. She's kissing the ring because she want her old crew back, and the old crew that she dragged, just like she dragged Uppity. She dragged Uppity. She called DHS Child Protective Service on Uppity, and Uppity, I'm very shocked at you that you over there kissing the ring and let her on your what they call Child Protective Service on you. You over there kissing her ring, and she on both just moving around. Shock him. I'm very shocked at you that you over there kissing the ring too, because Ness got back on here and said that you smell funky. So you over there kissing the ring to her, and she said that you smell funky. It musty. Make it make sense.
Girl, somebody said them
Word
dry
on the
ass
Curvis, they said
burgers,
that- word on the Curvis,
dry
they said
ass
these
burgers in that
time boys, they-
pan with water.
Curvis did-
Hershey, what's going
I
on?
don't know if it was water or if it looked like something that came out of it. I don't know what it was, Jay Wilson, but it looked disgusting. Something that I wouldn't want to eat. Jay Wilson, would you put that on your hamburger roll and eat it?
I
child?
didn't see it. I didn't see it. I don't know. I didn't see it.
You don't want to see it because you don't want to have a stomach virus. It looked like something that this new outbreak that's spreading around these states and stuff like that. And they saying that people having diarrhea. That's what that meat looked like. That was inside Rico.
Oh Lord, I didn't see it. Somebody said it looked like
y'all can
they
sit
said
on
it
here
looked
and
like
say
a
that
mess, but I didn't see it, so I can't really discuss what I didn't see.
it looks sick. It looks
Mm.
it looks very. It don't look like a cool pan of patty that you put on the grill. It look like something that, honey, I'm gonna leave that right where it's at. Leave it right where it's at. They say word on the Curvis. They said
Well, are you over the slurping of the noodles? Are you over the slurping of the noodles, girl? Because you said them noodles took you out.
Well, yeah, I gotta go see my therapist. I gotta go see the therapist tomorrow and stuff like that. But I definitely gotta make my appointment for Monday after looking at Rico hamburger that was inside that pot. It looked very disgusting.
It was a
Something that
pan or a
he got a
pot,
nerve to
girl.
tell
Was
myself he
it a
want to be a
pan
part
or
of
a pot?
a pan. It was all the same. It don't matter what it was in, but it looked like it don't look healthy. They said Lovely Love was over there. They said that people was over there saying Lovely Love husband is a yag. Shelly had to jump up on Lemon Pan with Lovely Love because Lovely Love was over there talking something lick and stuff like that, losing her everlasting mind. And Shelly had to go up there and let her know, girl, they down there dragging you in the chat saying that your husband wear baby hair. He got baby gel edges and stuff like that. And they said that your boyfriend is a little
baby hair.
That's what they said. I didn't say it.
Oh Lord.
Also, they said.
Okay. We got somebody up here. I don't want you to show your teeth. So make sure you come off a camera.
Yeah, because I don't have my teeth in right now, Pastor. What's going on?
I saw it. I saw that. So I just wanted to make sure.
It don't matter. The most successful content creators in y'all space don't have teeth. So
We noticed that. We do notice that. So we see that commonality.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's going on?
This is Safe No Teeth. No, I ain't spoke to you in a while. So I just was checking in. And Hersey I love her to death. You know how the East Coast is. She just up here screaming like a Philly banshee. So I thought I'd bring some Newark, New Jersey energy in the building. That's what we do. That's what Newark we just throw ourselves around.
You from Nutley?
Okay, but you allowed to come over here. You didn't get the upper hand from your balls.
What's balls?
Ain't Pizarro your balls. You got to get permission to be over here. You part of the feminine section.
She left. She left the sector. I'm really one of the only ones holding it down. I'm probably the only frenemy. But I'm doing good. The crowd's been supporting me, so I'm gonna keep pushing forward. What's going on, Pastor? Who you cursing out these days, bro?
Oh, I'm not cussing anybody out. Of course,
okay.
I have made it a decision to really not watch a lot of things. So I'm really oblivious to what's going on. And so I really don't know.
You heard Queen 88 had a fist fight with did you ever meet the guy SD?
I didn't. She fighting men now?
No. She was dating a guy named SD, and SD was dating another girl, and those two got into a fight.
Did they meet at the park?
You know them. You know in Texas. Y'all know how y'all are in Texas. Y'all pull up. Nobody pull up on this app more than Texas.
Well, I guess you're right. That would be Dallas, though. I have not seen anyone from Houston or San Antonio pull up. That's a Dallas thing.
There might be a couple of people from Houston, but mostly Dallas.
Yeah. Did anyone hear about
No,
a
I
car
don't agree with you.
repo?
I don't agree with you on that one, Ghetto, because you got people over here that had pulled up. You got people that's from Baltimore claiming that they was in my city that never pulled up on the people that gave
Yeah,
them
those
their
are straight.
address.
Those are straight pull up.
Yeah,
Those are
okay.
straight
So
pull up, Hersey.
make sure, because I seen a couple people pull up from Philly,
I mean, we had
but
Where
the
they
go ahead,
pulled up
Ohio
carry
to?
on
pull
though,
up.
child.
We had the Ohio
Yeah,
Detroit
we're gonna
pull
leave
up.
that alone. We're gonna leave that alone, Pastor.
Somebody said, did anyone else hear about a car repo or something?
Repo
Who car got repo? Okay, because they
on
talking
live.
Who
about my
car got
old car,
repoed?
They got repoed on live.
Chocolate Decadence. They are. Well, who car got repo? Wait a minute. Chocolate Decadence. They're saying Lolo had to give back her car, but I don't know if it's true. It hasn't quite been
See,
answered.
I was just over
Oh,
there.
not Lolo. I don't like
I'm donating.
Lolo.
I'm donating to her.
I,
I didn't
I like
know.
Lolo. I hope that's not the case. I like Lolo. I
Oh
like
man.
Lolo. So yeah. So what have you been doing, Ghetto? Because they said you like
So,
to hit panels. So
so
what's been going on?
So I've been liking the hit panel since 2019, since StreamYard got created. So that's nothing new. But no, Pastor, have you ever noticed? I haven't been arguing with nobody. I ain't been out here acting like I'm not ashamed of who I am on this app. Now, I'm probably not proud that I'm in this space to begin with. But um, my family know. But I wouldn't go telling my job. I wouldn't tell my frat brothers if I'm in the boardroom with them. But I'm happy who I am versus what I used to be on this app. I used to be a terror and really reckless. And I'm not sure
Mm.
why. I think it's I was not happy in my life. So I would come and dump it on
Well,
YouTube.
why weren't you happy in your life? You seem
My
like you
ma-
had everything,
my
gated
marriage,
community.
my last marriage sucked. Well,
Okay.
I shouldn't have messed up my first marriage. So by messing up my first marriage, I rushed into a second marriage
Mm.
to rebound.
Mm.
And that was disastrous. Didn't cost me no
Wow.
money, but it cost me some emotional.
Mm. Okay, well, I can see that, but my thing is, I'm just tired of going back and forth with people, especially people that don't know you, and like I said, I've paid my dues in the B sector, so I'm chilling now. It's time to do things different, and again, out of sight is out of mind to me, and I'm enjoying not knowing. And some of the people tell me what's going on, and I'm like, for real. So yeah, was
Is
this
that what
the
the
third
rumor?
marriage? Uh,
Is
mm,
that what the rumor comes from that
what?
you are leaving the beef sector?
I already got another platform that I have another page, but
Oh, oh,
I'm not leaving the B sector because I get good money over here.
right, right.
So I'm not leaving. I'm just not doing all of that back and forth with people. I just don't
The
have
day
time.
the day we see you leave, we know the coin dried up.
Ooh, for sure. For
Okay,
sure.
I ain't mad at that.
For sure.
That's
'Cause
a
I
good
don't I
marketing
don't I
play.
don't I don't come over here for friends. I come over here because it's a show. And once the show is done, that's it. So that's when people were telling me I should take people in my home. I don't play them games. I never
So
played those games.
So if we could go all over again, do you think we could ever get every mind to understand that at some point this app and who you're watching stops? You shouldn't be laying in the bed without the app in your hand thinking about the app. And that's where you shouldn't be calling people to talk to people associated with the app about as people associate with the app for people who don't even barely know the app exists. And I think that is the worst part of YouTube and why this place is nasty. We're willing to be in this space, but some of us are willing to then do things that will impact people that have no involvement with that. And that is why this space probably should not be. If you could put federal regulations around it, you probably should, because not being able to control the mind from saying stop, the entertainment is over now, stop, is sick. It's pretty sick, Pastor.
No, Ghetto is not laying down. He was actually in his car. So now he ain't laying down with no teeth. No. Oh, okay. Oh my God. That Ghetto? Oh God, okay. Interesting.
What? What? I look young, right?
Uh-huh, right. Yeah. I'm in the B sector, born and raised. I mean, no, no, I mean, no ghetto. But somebody said this is your third marriage.
Number number three. Excuse me.
So the number three is the charm. Number three is the charm, I
It
guess.
gotta be,
Mhm.
Pastor. It
All
gotta
right.
be.
Yeah.
Gotta be.
Well, Ghetto don't believe that he need to invest money in his teeth. He's like he invests money in other places.
So again, I want people to hear this story, then they can make their own decision. Well, my teeth got knocked out playing basketball in 1992. You can Google it. The surgery of getting implants was not a thing. That technology was not developed. So I lived, got married, raised my kids, got best friends, everybody in the world. They know I don't have front teeth. So now all the people who were closest to me in the world, I'm just gonna wake up one day like, look, I got teeth now. What would that investment? What would that? How would that change my relationship with those people? How would my what? I don't have rotten
It
teeth.
it would help your lip structure though.
My lip structure gets help when I pop in my what you call it? When I pop in
Mm.
my partial. My
Oh, okay. Okay. I mean,
right?
you could skip some of them bow ties and go to Istanbul and get the tea.
No. Now them bow ties, that is my patch.
But
That is my
okay,
patch.
all right. Okay. Well, I ain't mad at you.
And the bow
It's for
ties,
you, not them.
while it's a
Appearance
nice collection,
matters. Well,
while it's a
I
nice
mean, yeah.
collection, it doesn't
Huh?
equal $10,000. I don't have $10,000 in bow ties.
Well, no, you don't have to pay $10,000 if you go to Istanbul.
Who's
Better,
going to Istanbul? I, what?
better yet, you can go to Laredo and go to well, you can go to Del Rio and go to Piedras Negras,
Yeah, and
and
you know
then
what happened? You see, when they see my eyes, they'll be like, "Oh yeah, there you go. Listen here. Guess what you're going to do? Or we're going to destroy your whole family. You're going to run our drugs. You're kidnapped. I'm not going around none
no,
of
no,
those
no, 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 no,
cartels.
no, no. See again, that's incorrect. That is that they don't mess with those places because those places bring revenue, and most of those dentists
Pastor,
who are over there are actually American trained. They just go across the border because they don't have to deal with
Pastor,
our
Pastor,
insurance.
you got to Google this, and I should probably shut up because this is more in your lane, Lennon, in San Antonio. But I've seen 4 or 5 black women over the last 2 years go to get what you call it, go to get surgery, the butt surgery, and get abducted by the cartel. And next thing you know, they're forced to run drugs, and if they don't do it, they're off. This is factual. These are stories, Pastor. I'm not making this up.
Okay. Well, like I said, that's not every city in Texas or California or Arizona. I mean, or New Mexico for that matter. So, but everybody is different. I'm just saying.
The
I
cartel is real.
mean,
I don't got to tell you that.
okay. All right. Okay. I'm just
So no, I
listening.
wouldn't run. I would if I can't afford to walk down the street and pay the dental surgeon here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It's not to be done. And why would I, man? Pastor, this is really a non-arg discussion, but I love to have it because my teeth are a discussion to people, and I accept that. I'm not
Mhm.
spending no. I'm 55 years old. You
Mm.
know, you and I know we can bet a lot of money. I don't have another 55 years. We could bet. We could bet a lot of money to that passer. That's not even morbid.
Okay, I'm listening to you. No, I mean you're right. I mean, right at this particular point, but it's okay if you're good and if you like that breeze between your mouth. Then hey, more power to you.
Hey,
I'm
yo,
not mad at you.
pause. Um, yeah, nah. I mean, I don't know if that was that funny, passer. I've heard funnier teeth jokes.
I mean, no, I mean you and uppity, and hey,
My shit look better than Uppity. Uppity has nothing to put in. When Uppity at the bank talking about $1 million transaction, she's sitting there talking to them with no teeth in their mouth. That's not Ghetto's ministry. That's
okay.
not my
I
testimony.
mean, hey, ghetto. Hey, if your wife loves it, if she likes it, I love it, and it's
All
all good.
three. All three. I got married all three. I didn't have no teeth at any of the 2 front teeth other than my flipper at any of those marriages, at any of those wedding days.
Okay. Well, bravo. Then I mean, that's good. I'm not mad at you, and that happened in '92. So, but the technology has evolved. So I'm just saying.
Technology has evolved.
Somebody said, I don't see how they walk around like that.
Who
Look,
walks?
everybody is different. So I'm not mad. And if he's comfortable, then he's
No, no, no. Time
comfortable.
out, time out. I'm walking around like what? You think I'm walking around life with no teeth in my mouth? No, I have teeth. I own teeth. Now the
Hmm.
discussion we're having is what, and they wouldn't be mine if they were implants. I guess y'all just respect those more. What difference does it make if you met me in the store? You wouldn't know the difference. You only know because I told you. And if you became my friend, if you met me in the store, if we became our friendship, I will let you know. There's not a friend that can sit next to me that don't know my teeth not fake. I'm not ashamed of it. My teeth got knocked out playing basketball.
Was it the
It's not a
basketball?
hygiene. It
How did
was.
it hit you in the mouth? Did somebody pass the ball, or was it bouncing and
It's a
it hit you in the
great.
mouth?
It's a great question. So a guy 6'4", he goes up for the rebound with his elbows. He gets the ball, his elbows extended. My 6 foot ass try to come in and be slick and slap at the ball, and ran my mouth right into his elbow.
Mm. So it wasn't the ball; it was the elbow.
It was an elbow. I got
Ooh.
elbow in the
Oh,
front
I
two
bet
teeth.
his elbow was bleeding.
Elbow was ripped, and we fought
Oh
because
my
I
God.
kind of I kind of felt like he threw it, but I really was me. I
Oh.
really got everybody was mad at me for fighting him. It was my fault.
Mm. Did you soak it? You didn't soak it in salt, and they tried to put it back
It
in.
snapped in half.
Oh my God! Today. Oh my God! That sounds very painful.
So I had half. They had to extract the what was left. They wasn't going to regrow. And I
Oh my
sat there and
God.
said, "Now what?" They said, "What do you mean now what?" I said,
Mm.
"Well, what do I do now?" They said, "You have to wear a partial for the rest of your life. Those were your
My,
adult
my,
teeth.
my.
You're not getting other teeth." I
Mm.
cried. 18 years old, 19 years old. I sat there and cried like a baby.
Mm. And you was a Kappa at that time, and y'all know how
I was a
vain.
Sigma. Cut the
Oh, I'm
shit. You
sorry.
know,
Okay. Oh, you
no,
know
no,
what?
no,
You
no, no, no,
remind
no,
me of
no,
a
no, no, no.
Kappa.
Then you know
I
what you
don't
don't
know
get to
why.
do? No, 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 no. Know what you don't get to do now? You don't get to bring Carter up no more after that. See, that's how you don't play fair.
Wait
That's
a
how me
minute.
and you.
Wait a minute.
Me
I
and you,
just said, are you a? I messed up. I said a Kappa, and because you remind me of a
you don't
Kappa.
get to bring Carter up no more.
I didn't. Why did you bring him up? Because I didn't bring him up. I
No,
just
you
said
did. You
Kappa.
did. I just got. I
I
guess you did
said
it.
Kappa. I
I
thought you were more mad
no, no,
because I
no.
called you a
When this
Kappa.
when this Alan Waller thing popped, you heard I was saying you, and I heard
Oh
Ghetto
Lord.
say he's a
Why we
Sigma.
why you want to
And
talk about that
no,
so that
because
lady
you brought up
look.
Carter. You brought up Carter. They brought me the clip, and I said, "This damn Jay Wilson will not leave Carter alone." I said, "But he's right. He knows the president, a guy who was president 2 times. He was elected, left office, and was elected later. He did 2 different terms at 2 different times. That's a powerful man." And D9 Carter Womack.
Gays are powerful men.
And you brought him up to me. You told me about him.
Okay, and does it make any difference? Because he was a
Yes,
good leader.
because after
He was
confusing
a
me
good
for a
leader. So
Kappa,
wait, hold on. If he's a good leader, he's a good leader regardless of who he sleeps with.
who brought that up?
But I just said that I thought I messed up. I forgot you are a Sigma, but I mentioned you as a Kappa because again, how you acting is just really Kappa-esque, not Sigma-esque. Yeah. Uh-oh, I guess Ghetto dropped off. I mean, yeah. Ghetto is an interesting individual. He's a very interesting individual. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Very interesting. Kappas would have a ruthless, toothless frat. Back then, they really didn't have the dental advancement we have now. Good. Oh, come on, y'all.
But he said he
Oh,
was married 3 times. He said he was married 3 times, honey.
no, 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 no,
Oh,
no. I
this will be
think
his
this will
third
be his
time.
third marriage. I think he was married two
Oh,
times. I think
okay.
this will be number three. I don't
Mm-mm.
want to put too many marriages on him, but I mean,
Okay.
but I don't have a problem with Ghetto.
Yeah.
Ghetto is who he is, and yeah, he's not a dumb brother. I will give him that. But I don't know why he bringing up this man that I did not bring up. I just said Kappa, and then all of a sudden. So again, yeah. Go ahead, Ghetto.
So now that I've become a content creator, I understand it's about controlling the narrative. It's very important. So I need to make sure the reason Carter came up at this time is because you took the opportunity to shade me as a Kappa. Cool. Now I'm saying after that
Well, wait a
shade,
minute. Are you
you
saying that
see,
being Kappa is to be shady? I mean, according to the D9, the last on the list is besides
First of all, what you're doing is not fair because I haven't even finished this argument and you're trying to create another argument. That is part of
Well,
controlling the
no, I'm
narrative.
not. I'm
And
just
what
saying.
you're
Besides
very good at.
what's that group
You're
name
very
that is
good.
out of Baltimore? They found. I think they found. The last
Iota
found.
Phi Theta, Iota Phi Theta. But none of
Okay,
that matters right now. I have to get to land my plane on a discussion with Carter, please, first, before you
okay. I
try to
mean,
move.
I didn't even mention that man. But go ahead.
Right, right. But what I'm saying is, I'm mentioning him, and I'm asking you, since you confused me for Kappa, you should never then bring up Carter because Carter's a Sigma. Why would, if you thought I was a Kappa, why would you be telling me I got a frat
You
brother
you
named
you
Carter?
are you are bringing up Kappa-esque qualities about you, and I'm because I mean
They're fine.
I
They're
found
fine.
it hard to believe that you were a Sigma. I'm like, this man is giving more Kappa than Sigma because the Sigmas that I usually know are kind of country and practical. But you're extravagant. You live in this gated, I mean,
Just so we
flashy.
clear,
So,
just
but
so we
you
clear, just so we
okay?
clear, I researched all the fraternities
Oh,
before
somebody
I
said
brought.
watch. Somebody said watch your tone. Oh, okay, okay. Go ahead. No,
I,
ghetto is fine with me. Ghetto is ghetto.
Get Pastor, no, I would never. I've never been disrespectful to him over here. I would disrespect you somewhere else. I knew I would never get away with that over here. There's only one way to have a conversation with you, and it's going to be respectfully. It's not going to be at all. You already know the rules to that. I treat ZX the same way. I treat y'all both the same way. But anyway,
No, we're not the
but this is.
same.
I know y'all not the same, but it's both. It's both.
I have a high school
Both.
diploma. We're not the same.
Oh God damn. This is enemy territory for me, both of them. Whether we all get
I
along
don't
or
know.
not,
We're in the territory
it's,
because I'm not trying to
oh,
dodge it, and I don't care who you marry, and I
not
don't
now.
care,
That's I agree. That I
and I
agree with.
don't care if you was in drag or none of that.
See, but you have been very critical of me over here when I have not been critical of you. So
How
that's
was I
all I'm saying.
critical of you?
You start. Oh, we could go back, but let's stay focused for a second. I'm saying then that if you're shading me to Kappa, and it's shade because you know I'm a Sigma. You know I'm a Sigma. We had to call the conversation. So I'm saying if you don't know I'm a Sigma, then don't bring up Carter anymore. That's all I'm asking. And you're going to bring up Carter again. And while I brought him up today, you brought him up the last three times we discussed.
Okay. Well, I only did that because again, I didn't know that that was your frat brother at that congregation, and I don't bring that man up either because these are real people. I mean, at least that particular person, and people don't have verified proof; they just talking, and I just said, yeah, and then and then you became a target. You
Did you hear
became a
how I
target.
got? Yeah, because did you hear how I got myself in that?
No, I just know that you became a target because
Oh,
yeah. How did you become a target?
listen how I got myself in it at all. She's sitting online, I forget whose panel, and she's talking about this mega church pastor from Philadelphia that moves and shakes, and everybody's in his church. And like an idiot, me being naive, I'm assuming there's seven churches who think they like that. Right? Philadelphia's a big city. It's one sixth, seventh largest city in the country. I then
It'll be
call.
number 7 soon. San Antonio will be number 6 probably at
Yeah,
the end of the
Texas.
year.
Texas is growing at an unbelievable rate.
Hmm.
Unbelievable rate. So so um so I didn't hit the link like an idiot. I said, listen, Catherine, I don't know what your pastor you talking about, but long as his name ain't Alan Waller, my homeboy, you ain't talking about nobody. And to my dismay, she says, how you know who I ain't talking about? And I said,
Hmm.
Catherine, you talking about Enon Tabernacle? She says, "Well, I used to be a," and I said, no, no, no. I just stepped in dog doodle. I just went my big mouth and stepped in it. I could have sat in the chat and let her talk about Alan Waller because I would not have got. Alan Waller doesn't need me to protect. I can't protect him. The protection he has, being the pastor at Enon Tabernacle, Catherine's gonna get herself in serious trouble. She's gonna get herself in
Well,
serious,
and
serious trouble.
it's a lot, and you don't know who knows who. And then I realized that somebody I went to school with, who I never thought would be a pastor, and who's a Sigma, is actually a minister in Philadelphia as well, who's a frat brother of yours as well. So it's quite a few Sigmas who have big churches in Philadelphia.
So stop right here. I can't believe this. I thought you must be a non-traditional student because brought up the name Devon Henry to you before, and you didn't bite. And who I met,
That's not the person.
no,
This
let me
person.
finish. Devon
Okay,
Henry
go
is now. Let me
ahead.
finish. I'm about to give you the name. This is how small. First of all, Norfolk State is not a big school, and then you say Philadelphia. If not, then there's multiple Sigma pastors. This one too happened to have been the president of Phi Beta Sigma fraternity. But I then never said to you because this brother's younger than me, and so for you to say y'all went to school together, then I'm confused because he pledged 2, 3 years after me. What is he, 93, 94? Jonathan Mason Jr.
Oh, come on, man.
Senior.
Why you calling names out? Why
Hey,
you
hey,
calling
hey,
names
hey,
out?
hey, 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 Jay Wilson.
I graduated
Hey, Jay
either a year or
Wilson.
2 years before
Hey,
him.
Jay Wilson. Hey, Jay Wilson.
Hmm.
Jonathan Mason is one of my closest friends in the world. I got a
Really?
lecture. I got a
Okay.
lecture from him for being on this YouTube. He would be one of the. If I got in trouble over his YouTube again and it's embarrassed me,
Well,
Jonathan
he
Mason will
shouldn't
be
have
one
to
of the
worry about
first
it because
calls I
Jonathan
receive.
Mason wasn't an angel before he got saved. I mean, we went to
He's not
school
an
together.
angel. He's not an angel now, but they hold me to high regard
Well,
because
it's interesting, but I'm gonna leave that
I've been
alone.
doing Jonathan Mason's taxes for over 25 years.
Okay, I'm gonna leave
Jonathan
that
Mason
alone. All I'm
is
gonna
one of
say,
the
I'm gonna
most
leave that
successful.
alone.
He's one of the most successful Norfolk State students of all time.
Absolutely not.
You
Absolutely not.
absolutely he is. Did you
I,
see his
I, I,
job? Did you see his job in media?
okay, but he's not the only one. There's somebody
I
right
said
now who is
I said
majored
he's
in media.
one of. No, I
Okay,
said he's one of.
okay.
He would be in the hall. He's probably in the Hall of Fame of
Okay.
what you. And my other brother, his best friend, who all introduced me to each other, Devon Henry. He's on the board of Regents, not Regents. He's on the board now. That's what I'm telling you. We all tight. We're all
Mhm.
tied in with the same investment group, same money.
Okay.
We
All
play with the
right.
same money.
I ain't mad
And
at
then as
you.
soon as you said that you knew another pastor in Philadelphia, I'm like, oh my goodness,
Hmm.
that's one of
Yep.
my closest friends in the world,
Okay.
Jonathan Mason Jr. Senior.
Yep. I remember him. I remember
Oh,
him.
so you're a
So yeah,
non-traditional. Or is this one of your masters? Was you there for a master? Do you have a master's from? Is your undergrad from
I have a
Norfolk?
bachelor's and a master's from the school.
All right. It must have been your master's there. Because I'm like, okay, you were a non-traditional student. I was by the time you were still playing around getting
What you mean
degrees. I was already
non-traditional?
got my.
I was on campus. I was a
No,
RA.
no, 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 no. No. Well, then you was. I call. So one of my line brothers who pledged with me, he passed away.
Hmm.
Um, I was 18. He was 27. We the same line. We call him non-traditional.
Okay. No. But see, you are 55, right?
Yeah.
I'm 56. So I graduated before your frat brother did. So I
Oh,
was
you're only 56. I thought you was ZX's age.
look, I'll let you slide with that, but I'm
Oh,
56.
you're only 56. Oh no, you're not non-traditional then.
Yeah. So I'm
Because I
56.
graduated
So
in four. I graduated and I pledged as a freshman. I pledged as a freshman and I graduated in four. Oh, okay,
okay.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Then we're on the same era. Yeah. So you know
Mhm.
what? You were on the yard and step shows I was in there. Did you go to the step shows?
Of course I did.
I pledged Mason. You was on the I was on the yard while you was on Norfolk State. We came back and revived Hampton. Jersey Bros are notorious up and down the East Coast. We are wildly popular. Any Sigma you know in the Hampton Roads area, I know.
I know we like to take downtrodden students and bring them down south and build them up. That's what we do.
No, no, no. I didn't play. I played. I've pledged him. I'm a Jersey. I'm Joe. I'm. You can't. I'm a bougie educated kid. You can't. Even though I went to a PWI in New Jersey. You know how New Jersey is about education. I'm sitting here now in Milwaukee. Like this couldn't be in New Jersey. We would. There would be a civil rights movement if kids in New Jersey were reading. The kids in North New Jersey read at 40% proficiency. The kids in Milwaukee, Wisconsin read at 16% proficiency.
Yeah, it's interesting. I'm telling you, Jersey is Jersey. I don't know how people are
We have one of the
surviving with
best
all of those
education.
taxes
You can
and all of
Google it.
that.
We
I
right
mean, no,
because of
no.
those
I mean,
taxes.
it's not that, but it's just hard for people to really survive in Jersey. I mean,
That's why I left.
when you got a whole tech company moving, and they just renovated their whole campus, and now they're moving from New Jersey to come to Texas. It's just the taxes are
New
too much.
Jersey's in big trouble. New Jersey's in big trouble. And I got my exit out. I still got to figure out how not to pay the exit fee. So I'm still holding my
You
properties
you should you
because
should go to Valerie's church since you're in Milwaukee. She's a minor owner in the Bucks, and she owns a lot of things. So yeah,
my
she
homeboy is a minor owner in the Bucks. I got to ask him who he is. Who they?
her
I
name is
got.
Valerie. She's a Church of God in Christ pastor.
I was going to what you call it, Christian Faith with Dal Hines. He's on the Kojic board.
Okay, well she is the pastor,
Is
and Koji couldn't do nothing with her because when you got money and influence, nobody can push you around. But
you
yeah.
sure she don't go? You sure she's not a? I gotta see what she because Dal Hines got the biggest Kojic church in Milwaukee. You can Google him. If
Okay.
anybody in the
I
if
mean, but
anybody is
she's
in the
a
chat, anybody in your chat from Milwaukee,
she's
they
a
will
force to be
confirm that.
reckoned with in her own right.
No, I believe that, and I know the people
Mhm.
you know. All I'm saying is, I was going to the largest Kojic church, and especially the most influential. All the politicians was in there.
I'm sure that's where you go. So I ain't mad at you. So you do what you got to do. That's really interesting. But yeah, so I know some of your frat brothers. They're interesting people.
I
So
had no. I would have been talking to you about Jonathan Mason more than I'd be talking to you about Carter Womack. Mason is my homeboy. I'm not afraid. I'm not ashamed. I am who I say I am, Pastor.
I
Dead
mean,
ass.
I am as well. People swear that I didn't go to school, but anyway, it's all good.
You absolutely have said that by naming Carter and Jonathan Mason. You know exactly what the hell you talking about.
Mhm. I mean, yeah, they're good people. They are very good people, and they do what they need to do. And
You ever seen Mason preach before? You got to go
I,
online and
I
watch one of the sermons. He can
I
preach his
haven't I
tail off.
haven't seen him preach before, but I've seen him do other things, but not preach.
See, there you go. You always want to be you.
Come on,
We,
dude. He
all these
lived
pastors, all these pastors was
he lived in
undergrads.
he lived
All
in
these
the
pastors was undergrads.
he lived in the same dorm as I did, and we used to crack mama jokes and do the dozens. I mean, come on.
And he's from Jersey. No, Mason's not from Jersey. Mason's from Philly. I keep
Yeah.
forgetting. He moved to New Jersey. When he worked in New York, he lived in New Jersey.
Well, he
You know the
influenced
job? Do
Harlem.
you? No, be honest. But he still lives in New Jersey. He got a big house in New Jersey.
Mhm.
Do you know what he does for a living? Do you really know what he does for a living? Be honest.
I mean, we do because again, I know what major he's in, and I know all of those majors. So that's why I know that he's influential. But there are a lot of people that I can just name because a lot of people came out to school and they're doing a whole lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So
He's
yeah.
he owns a he his dad had land in West Virginia. I forget what the name of this area is.
Mhm.
He built a boys home out there for the boys to go there for summer. He got so many. He got people coming from all over the country to go to that facility he built. It's
Mhm.
unreal,
Mhm.
unreal.
Yeah.
Don Imus gave him $1 million for it.
Mhm. Yep. I mean, but that's where I came
I
from.
handle it.
So
I handle his
again,
501c3.
so at the end of the day, I went to school with these folk, and so yeah, it's no big whoop. I mean, before they were even uh in the frats and the sorority, some of the young ladies, I know who
Right,
they were.
right, right. Yeah,
Mhm.
Now that I've peeped your age, I apologize, Pastor. You absolutely was on campus with Mason. Absolutely. And you're a
Yeah,
traditional
I
student.
mean, I'm from Florida, so I'm not now. No, let me say this. I did live in the dorm, and then I did have a time in my junior and senior year that I lived off campus, but for
Right, because
grad
you wasn't
school,
going home every summer anymore. That's going home in the summer was
yeah.
done.
And then I wound up coming back on campus because they wanted me to be
The RN.
a graduate. So yeah, so I
Oh,
said
you
sure.
was the grad advisor and you got this
Mhm.
free dorm.
Yeah, so that's what I did. So it's
But
all
see,
good.
people don't understand about the HBCUs. They got more opportunities. Once you get in and show you're a good student, that's when the opportunities open. They're not gonna give them to you as a freshman. You got to prove your way. If you thug your way through your freshman year and you show that you got a high propensity to be successful, they're gonna open the door for you. And that where PWI would I would have been so much more in my career had I went to an HBCU. Dead
You
ass.
may have because again, they will hire their own. I mean, they hire their own, and the own
And
take
I'm
care
not
of the
even talking
university.
about hiring all the successful, all the successful black people that are millionaires from HBCUs. They would all know me, and I would be the HBCU CPA. I would be that's the black guy CPA you go to, and I probably would have went to Lincoln because Lincoln is the one we knew about in New Jersey the most. We wasn't going to Cheney. Cheney is one of the most ghetto places. I still don't
But you
understand
know
how
what
this.
though? You can talk about Cheney, but Cheney is better known than Lincoln outside of the circles of Philadelphia.
Yeah, well, that's sad because they're two
I mean,
totally different.
Wilberforce and Central. I would go to Central before I go to Wilberforce, but
Wilberforce
Wilberforce
is
is
a
the old
joke.
school. Well, again, it is what it is, and those schools aren't jokes. You got to realize that those schools were there when people like us couldn't go to those
I
other
get
schools.
it, but now
Well,
you
both
gotta
of my
be now you
nieces,
gotta.
wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Both of my nieces graduated from Cheney University. One graduated with a master's degree, the other one graduated with her bachelor's
And
degree.
what they
And
doing?
both of
And
my
what they doing?
and my wait, what they doing? Excuse my language, Jay Wilson. They doing damn good. I'm sorry I had to say that, Jay
But you
Wilson.
didn't
Please
tell me
forgive me.
what they. You
But
didn't tell me what they use
wait, but
those
I
degrees
don't have to tell
because
you
Cheney's in
anything. But
bad
they
shape,
wait
bro.
a minute, wait a
So
minute.
Cheney is in
Ghetto,
bad
you say
shape because
ghetto,
number
ghetto, ghetto,
one,
ghetto, ghetto,
The
ghetto. Let me just
administration
say something
drove it
real
in the
quick.
ground. The poor
Wait a
people, the
minute.
board of directors, they
Wait a minute,
drove it in the
sir.
ground.
Wait a minute.
They
Wait,
didn't
whoa,
protect
whoa,
that
whoa. You gotta let
institution.
me talk.
That's on
Ghetto, you
beautiful
gotta let
land.
me.
I'm sorry,
Okay, well,
Hershey. Please
okay,
forgive me.
okay. You gotta let me talk. I hate to hear hear somebody say something stupid out their mouth. Like I said, my nieces are doing fantastic. Okay, and I'm just gonna put that right there, both of them. Okay, so they doing damn good.
I can't
One is
let
married,
black
one is
people.
married,
I can't let
one is
black people spend their hard-earned money and go get a degree that's worthless. I'm sorry, I
oh
can't
no,
sit
but you
here
know
wait a
what,
minute, wait a minute,
ghetto
wait a minute,
though. Hold
excuse me,
on,
wait a
hold
minute,
on, hold on, hold on.
ghetto. Both of my
when
nieces
Lincoln
had
is right around the
scholarships.
corner. When Lincoln
Hold
is right
on,
Both
around
hold
the
of my
on,
corner.
wait,
nieces
wait,
had
wait.
scholarships.
Let me say
Well,
this.
They had
fine. If you're gonna get it
scholarships.
for
Let
free,
me
then
say
fine.
this.
But
Oh,
don't spend
Let
okay.
a
me say
Oh,
dime at
this
okay.
Cheney.
though. Hold on,
Oh,
hold on.
okay.
Let me. I need to say something. First of all, there's a school called Edward Waters. Now it's a university, and yeah, the AME Church pretty much ran that school into the ground until they got a business person. And now the school has turned around. I've seen that a lot with HBCUs. Cheney is it's a state institution, but again, there's a lot that goes on with Cheney, and I think the biggest thing is that a lot of these schools, especially HBCUs, they didn't get their funding. Langston is still
So,
trying to get their funding from
so,
Oklahoma. So I
so
understand what you're saying, but I can't dog out the two northernmost HBCUs, and the only
I
reason
love
why,
Lincoln. I love Lincoln.
yeah, but
I
the only
swear by
reason
Lincoln.
why is because if that's the case, then you know what?
And Dell
Then
State. I love Dell State.
yeah,
Dell
but
State's
they'll
beautiful.
stay to be pretty much white if they don't watch it. It'll be just like
And has been and honestly, in that nursing program, it, that's a whole nother discussion. And see, this
yeah,
is how
it'll be like
smart you
Bluefield
are.
State and West Virginia
A black
Institute.
person can't get a seat in that nursing program at Dell State. Good luck with that. I took my daughter out of Dell State and
Not
sent her to
all,
Morgan.
not all black people. Again, because again, if black people can get into UT Health, and if black people can get into the University of Houston, then I think black people will. But God dang it, it's Dell State. So my thing is Delaware right there is if you're not living in Wilmington, you're living in the country. So Dover is
And
not
they
considered a big city. So
and
again,
them
Dell
people from
State
the
has
country.
a big
So,
issue, and you're right. And why go to Dell State where I can go to Bowie, or I can go to UDC, University of District of Columbia, or I can go to Howard, or better yet, I can go to Morgan right up the street.
or
So,
you could go to Lincoln.
or you can go to University of Maryland Eastern Shore. So there are a lot
Eastern
of places
Shore.
you can go.
Eastern Shore is definitely right there.
Yeah,
45 minutes
so
from them.
but I just think that some of our schools suffer because they don't have the funding. Why is FAMU not getting funded like certain schools? And these are land grant schools, so we know that they've been underfunded. But
Yeah, but Pastor, you gotta let me tap in when it comes to Cheney.
yeah,
So my
well, I got you. But my thing is this too. You know, some of these schools, and you can easily be a Rucker or something when you can take the top 10%, but when you have to deal with students who may have come from uh, uh, districts that were already not doing too well, and those
you
schools
too
have to come
smart.
back
You
and
this
help
is why
those
you're
students.
impossible to have a
Go ahead.
conversation with. You control the narrative so well. You're too
Go
good
ahead.
at that. So you're
No,
right.
it's not the narrative. No, don't
Cheney
get me
was
wrong. There
getting
are some bad administration, but that's when
and
you
that
get new administration. So the school itself, I wouldn't tear down what they have. It
so
may be the
so one of my
administration.
frat brothers one of my frat brothers got to be the CFO. And
Mhm.
so me and this white dude named Jim Lewis, who got major clout with the state. Anytime the state is worried about a facility, what they call Southeastern PA, they send Jim to do it. He's the watchdog for Harrisburg. So sure enough, he calls me one day. We built a Pennsylvania Convention Center. He goes, Brad, I'm on to my next assignment. I said, what's your next assignment? He says, I need you to go with me. Get in the car. I get in the car. I said, why are you driving back road to Cheney? He says, I got to manage Cheney. I need you to talk to them and do what we do. You got to go tell them I'm here to watch things and I got to do my job. I sit them down. I said the CFO, the president, and Jim Lewis. I said, listen, it's not by accident. The state forced you to hire him as a director of operations, and he gets to set his own budget and have his own bank account. They not playing with y'all. They want your accreditation. You go, man. They looked at me and said, Brad, you don't know how this works. This is our university. And he looked at me and said, Brad, let's go. We walked out, and 3 weeks later, every news article, every Republican was at the microphone talking bad about Cheney University and turning the
Mhm.
whole state because these Negroes was too ignorant to understand what I was telling them. I did that. That's why I say screw Cheney today, tomorrow, and forever.
Well,
No
but
me.
no, you don't screw Cheney because again, even though those administrators are like that, that's one of the first, and that's a Northeastern school. And again, I look uh, for the underfunding and all of these schools, and Lincoln may be decent, but Lincoln has been underfunded as well. So I look at all of these schools and the underfunding and all of this stuff, and again, people will have a fit. Cheney is almost in the realm of Fisk. When they were getting ready to close Fisk, oh hell no, you're not, because again, there's a lot of old money behind those schools. Whether they're doing something about it now, I just get real leery when it comes to our older HBCUs, and especially those ones that are up north because there's so few. But we'll see what happens at the end of the day. It's still a state institution, but we'll see what happens
But Philly
because
got money. Philly got money behind Lincoln. There's no money behind Cheney either. That's the other part. Their alumni aren't coming back and getting. Lincoln is good. The owner of the Philadelphia Tribune, the oldest black paper in America, graduated from Lincoln. He's on the
okay.
board.
But I
He
tell you
don't
what,
play.
I know that Lincoln looks good, and I know that, but I know Cheney more than I do Lincoln. I'm just saying, I know Cheney more than I do Lincoln. And again, when your school was established before the other one that you mentioned, people, age matters. So again, I'm not taking anything from Lincoln, but Cheney and Wilberforce are your elders. They're the elder. They're the oldest schools, and so I understand.
And I
But
can't speak on
that's
Wilberforce,
that's when
but
you
I
get
hear
a new
such bad
administration.
things.
That's when you get a new minister. That's when you get a new administration. And that's when you put some people in there who really knows what to do to take the college where it needs to be. But I'm not going to dog out the college because of some people. I mean, Morris Brown, hopefully they will come back from the brink. They're doing what they need to do. But, people were tearing Morris Brown up. And I'm like, well, that's the only black college in the AU Center that was founded by our people and not by philanthropic white people. That's the
Another
only
one.
school.
My last sitting president just left the office of president for Phi Beta Sigma and went to take the seat of Barbara Scotia, and that's a tough situation too.
Well, it's going to be
Barbara
a tough
Scotia.
situation because Barbara Scotia is almost like Knoxville College, almost. And the sad part about it is that's where Bethune-Cookman College got its birth because that's where she went to school. She went to Barbara Scotia. But a lot of schools are struggling, but we should really be concerned about our HBCUs because they are legacy, they're a treasure. I was concerned about Talladega. That's another that's always overshadowed by Tuskegee, but no less important. So there are a lot of schools that don't get the look. I mean, you got
That,
Bennett and you got Spelman, but Spelman is getting the recognition and Bennett College is struggling in with
Pastor,
the
can I be
thing.
honest with you?
Yeah.
Can I be honest with you? Look at New Jersey State schools. Three or four of them have merged in the last. I got another frat brother who's president of Kane University. That's why I was doing financial aid when
Hmm.
Diva called the school. That's what Diva called. He's about to merge with another state school. These schools are getting some leaner and meaner on the administrative. They can't afford to have 10 presidents of state schools making $300,000.
Well, that's
So they're
true,
gonna cut that down
but when you
to
got
four
when
or
you got an
five.
administration that is cracking down on your foreign students, then those students who would come to those schools now are going to those other schools,
They're hurting
and
their
people don't
mission.
understand how important foreign student money is because when they come, they got to have their
They
money
pay
all up front.
cash.
That's
They get
correct.
no Pell Grant. They get
Well,
no state
shout
money.
out to Thomas Edison State
Well, you
University.
always shout out Thomas Edison. Did you graduate from there?
No, but Thomas Edison had been very important to
It's a great
adults trying to
school.
get their
It's a
degree.
great school.
And Thomas Edison knows the value. They do not hinder people from getting their education. They help people get their education. They don't try to jerk people around. If you got those college credits, they're going to take those college credits and they're going to do everything
Do
to
you,
help you to graduate.
do you think Thomas Edison was not racist in his day? Do
I
you
don't care
do?
about. I don't. That's his name.
It's,
You
no,
got
because that's
George
what New
Mason. You
Jersey
got
is.
Well, Thomas Edison stole patents from a lot of folk, but see, the thing is, that's New Jersey. They're going to have to come to a reckoning of that and change the name. But I'm more concerned about what the college does. I mean, you got a school named William and Mary in Virginia. You don't think William and Mary was supported by slaves? You got Georgetown. They sold human
I,
cargo. So
I,
did Harvard
I,
and
I,
Yale.
every time we go to Williams, so I won a Colonial Relays, one of the biggest relays in the Hampton Roads area. I won
Mhm.
championship there in the sprint medley. But anyway, every time we go there, I'm like, I'm not eating at none of these. We would be like, take us to Wawa. We're not eating at none of these pancake places. These things this whole place looks racist. They used to be like, man, you Jersey, you up north boys are too hard. We used to be like, this all looks racist. It feels racist. We hated going to Colonial Williamsburg, and it's beautiful. It's
It
beautiful.
is.
Later, I started taking my kids back because I started growing up a little bit. When you young in a frat and you so pro black on a white school, so you always leading with your blackness. You was
Mhm.
like, they bring us here for this
You
race.
went to St. Peter's? Where did you go? St. Peter's?
Oh man, I went to Glassboro State. What
Oh, okay
school in
then. Ain't that
Jersey?
South? Ain't that South Jersey?
South Jersey.
Okay, you went to a country school. No wonder
Country
you
school.
played. Yeah, you played Sigma because you was in the country.
No, I played Sigma because I'm from the city. And Sigma in New York City in northern New Jersey in the 80s. God,
Where you? Is that your all of that stuff? I hear a lot of sirens and stuff. You okay?
you know I live downtown.
You live. You live in Milwaukee.
Downtown, yeah.
Okay, you seen Duchess Kelly Love yet?
No, I heard he live in Milwaukee. I would definitely hook up with Dutch to have He
Dutch is
is
a nice
something.
person. I actually
He's a
hung out
very
with
nice
Dutch,
person.
and he's a nice person, and so yeah. But when I was single, I dated somebody right in Milwaukee. They still live on that bayfront area, that riverfront
The
area.
the
Well, the
lakefront,
lakefront, yeah,
man.
not river, but
I'm I'm
lakefront.
I'm I'm one block from the lake, man. Lake Michigan is the most beautiful. It's the most beautiful body of water. The only and it's where y'all drinking water come from. Like the water you drink, I swim in.
Oh my
It's
God.
just
Hold on.
unreal.
Somebody is
Yeah.
coming up. Let's see what's going on here. And we just having conversation. And again, this is what we do. We have conversation. Let's see what's going on. Let's see who's up here. Give me a minute. Hold on. Hello?
Oh yeah, how's it going, Jai Wilson? This is Pastor Chuck. How you doing this afternoon?
Yeah, I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, and shout out to the panel. I want to grace the panel and say hello. How y'all doing today?
Yeah, I'm doing well, everybody. This is Pastor Chuck.
Pastor, how are you, Pastor?
I'm doing mighty well, young man. I was just listening to the fellowship going on over here, just seeing everything going on and listening. I came across this, on the algorithm. I'm just seeing, what's going on over here.
Nothing too much. We're talking about some black college things. We're talking about some things that are happening in the beef sector. So this is what we do because this is the beef sector, and this gentleman who is here, hold on for a minute, is his name is Ghetto Intellect, and he was a college administrator at once, but now he works in corporate world. And we have a sister from Philadelphia, and so we're just here doing our thing. That's it. We're just chit chatting. That's all. Nothing major.
Go good, Jai Wilson. Are you a pastor yourself?
I'm not. I am clergy, but I'm not a pastor.
Okay. I'm a pastor. I'm from Tallahassee, Florida.
Okay, okay. I know people who went to Philadelphia Primitive Baptist. I was raised Primitive Baptist, so I know about that church in Tallahassee, and I have friends in Midway and Havana.
Oh no, I never mentioned the church in Tallahassee. You might not know my church, but I definitely run a
Okay, well,
congregation.
but I'm familiar with Tallahassee because I'm from Florida. So yeah, and I have family to go to Florida A&M.
Okay, we're going on. So what did channel consist of mostly, Jay Wilson?
It's a variety of things. So we talk about politics. We just talked about the Nolan Wells situation. We talked about the tornado that hit San Antonio. So it's not any major thing. We just chit chat. So that's all.
Yeah, I understand. I understand. Okay. So what's your take on the Nolan Wells situation? Because I got an interesting take on that. Do you what do you think about Nolan's situation?
I think Nolan Wells is still suspicious. Um, I tell black people if that was a white or a young man in the midst of a lot of black people, would they react the same way? I don't think they would. I think the parents have every right to really try to get the answer. Some things aren't adding up. Yeah, so I just think that where it is and being from the South, that there has been injustices, and even though we wish that things would be okay and that people wouldn't be racist, that's not always the case.
Oh, do you ever experience racism where you at?
Pardon me?
Do you experience racism where you at?
Oh yeah, I experienced it in Florida, and I experienced it. I'm in Texas now. I mean, I experienced it in Ohio. So yeah, so
Oh
I've
wow.
experienced it.
Give me 1 second, man. My wife calling me. I'm gonna have to hit Gracie panel 1 second. Give me 1 second. Come back.
Okay,
All right.
is brother Haitian?
I'm not sure,
Who was
Pastor.
that? Who
Brother
was that,
sound
Jay
like he
Wilson?
Haitian, because he's. I mean, I'm not saying that, but he sound like he got a Haitian accent.
At
Mm.
first, I thought it was at first I thought it was audio trying to disguise his voice. It sounded like audio a little bit,
What's
but
up, Mayor?
uh-oh.
I don't know, but he said he from Tallahassee, so it is what it is. I'm not mad. I mean, if you from Tallahassee, as long as you're respectful. Brother sound like he was trolling. He could have been because again, he said he was a pastor, and I don't know. People see that PSA, that PASSA, and again, it's not PASTOR. But again, yeah, I'm clergy. I work in chaplaincy, so that's what I work into, chaplaincy. So it's totally different, but I am a chaplain, so I will say that I don't want to be over nobody's church.
And that's how it works. Could you imagine what Alan Wilder got to go through? How many Catherines he got? I don't think there's
Oh
only one.
Jesus, why did you have to go there? Oh my God,
I'm sorry.
you are a glutton for pain. Um, Ghetto.
What's she gonna do? Drag me? Her 15 minutes of fame is up, Pastor.
Pastor, that was audio poll. Well, good. At least he had a conversation
I
and didn't
thought
come up
so because it
cussing and
sounded
acting
just like
crazy.
him. I
Huh?
thought that was him. I thought that was him because I said that voice sounds so familiar. Is
Yeah, I
that
mean, but I don't
audio?
have a problem with people. Just be respectful. I mean, just that's all I got to say. Be respectful. And I'll talk to anybody if you're respectful. When you get disrespectful, that's when we stop dealing with people.
Why he didn't
Yeah,
just
And
come
but
up
you're a
here and ask
bully.
himself?
Yeah,
That's what
but
I
you're a
like to say.
bully.
Why didn't he come up here and ask
I'm blocked
himself?
from your chat just because we was beefing for a
wait,
second because
who's
I
a
got mad.
bully? Who's a bully? I'm not a bully.
You,
I don't
why
think
am I
I've ever
blocked from your
bullied you.
chat? I've sent you the emails. I'm still
I
blocked from
mean,
the
but
chat.
I don't believe you said that though. I mean, Lemon has really degraded you and did public humiliation, and you allow him to talk to you like that. But I just blocked you, and I mean,
That's a good one.
no,
That's
I
a
mean,
good one.
I mean, I've observed that, and I'm like, why would he even go over there knowing that this guy's going to do that? I mean, now we'll have a little tit and tat, and I may throw a little shade at you, but never to the point where I'm just, unless you come at me crazy,
Why
but
am I
never to the
blocked in the
point.
chat? I didn't do anything.
I don't
And you
know.
won't go in there and unblock me. You won't go in there and unblock me because there's too many damn people on that block list to find me. That's why.
Well, I don't know, but you're on the platform. I mean, and
Yeah,
yeah.
but you don't always drop the link, and you sure don't pin the link.
Well, you know what though? To be honest, Ghetto, I am nothing in the beef sector. I am just a figment. I am or has been. So it's nothing major over here. Diving said you must
Uh,
have done something. I don't know if he did something or not.
right, do shit. I'm not. I'm diving. They are used to me crashing out, and they have that right. So I guess I have to. My reputation precedes precedes. There's always a debate on what's the right term.
Mhm. Yeah, the last time I
Anywho,
think we really no. Let's see. The last time you shaded me was about that ring, and I'm like, oh my God, are you
yeah,
really that?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Do you think I would wear some fake?
Oh, I don't know. You just teased me. You worry about the last time I shaded you, but you don't talk about
No,
the
I know.
last
I
6
just I
months.
just asked the
Oh,
question. Do you think I would wear something fake?
no, but that's moot. I'm only coming. That's my only clapback I got at the time when you done shaded me 6, 7 times before that, and I ain't have no
How did I
platform.
shade you?
Oh, you're always, like ghetto intellect of these guys. They come over to the sector. You ladies better watch them. They don't mean you no good. And I don't get it. These heterosexual men or these so-called heterosexual men. That's just so
Well,
disrespectful.
we know how you all came in, and again, ghetto. So again, I don't need you to hetero-splain to me about what something is going on. We know why people came over, and when people came over, they were truly disrespectful. But then when those same people who brought the folk over here got turned on, then all of a sudden the gay men were supposed to fight for them. We saw it all along. But
So,
again,
so
long as you
thank God you
respect,
have respect. You have
well,
respect
long
for
as
Lady Nika. You have
long as you
respect for
respect
Lady.
me, long as you respect me, I respect you. But
You,
I don't feel I'm
you,
inferior
you,
or intimidated by
you,
anybody, gay or straight,
you,
because that's not Jay
you,
Wilson. I've never been that
you,
way.
you have respect for Lady Nika's longevity in the B sector, correct?
I mean, me and Lady Nika used to tussle a long time ago, but I respect her. She's an OG.
No, what I'm saying, yeah, that's it. OG, there you go. That's what I was looking for. I've been
Hmm.
hitting Lady Nika's link since 2021. What do you mean? How I came over here with? I didn't come over here with those guys. I've been here.
Okay, I just didn't notice you.
You didn't notice me. You only noticed me when I
Mhm.
started
I
hanging
didn't
out with
even notice you
MBK and
when you were
Bobby.
on Norfolk State University's campus, so you must not be noticeable because I
Yeah,
didn't
but
notice
you
you.
you just didn't pay attention to the Sigmas winning the step shows. Then
I
that's your fault.
wasn't. It was
The
Kappas and
Sigmas
Alphas.
was the best. The Sigmas are the best steppers in the history of Norfolk
Oh
University.
hell no! Those alphas will
Lord,
outstep y'all any day. Oh
those
my
albums
god!
were good. The albums were good with the gorilla. They could not beat them boys from Norfolk State. Devon Henry and even Mason in them era. They couldn't beat them.
No, no, those
Okay.
alphas they were.
Okay. All right. Okay. Just do the history. Y'all Google step show. Y'all Google step show winners and look at the time that Jay Wilson was there. We're gonna be. I want to be 94 to 2004. Look at that
No
10 year
sir,
time
no
frame.
sir. Let me tell you something. The alphas they've always been known as the better steppers. I'm just saying, and the sigmas. I
All I
mean,
was. Uh huh.
maybe for
Uh huh.
Central State, but not Norfolk State.
You that couldn't be more capped. One of our best Sigma teams in the whole nation was in Norfolk State
But that's
in
that's
the late
and one of the
'90s.
better
In the late
alpha,
'90s.
but one of the better A5A teams is in Norfolk State. So when you got good step teams, just because that's y'all best, that doesn't
You
mean it's the best
you
at NSU.
you you. Whoa. Phi Beta Sigma and stepping is synonymous, my brother.
Not at Norfolk State.
We
They weren't
what?
known. I mean, we knew who
Do
they were,
they?
but
Is
and
that?
let me
I
can I
wonder
say
if
this?
that's good. I
Let me
wonder if
say
that's a
this. Let me
document.
say this. Let me say this. Alphas, Kappas, Omegas. I'm
Are
just
you
saying.
saying we're for? Are you
And let
saying
me say this. Let me go
in
even a
your
step beyond.
intelligent opinion, or
Let
you
me go
just
a
being
step
ignorant?
beyond.
Or
Let
you
me
just
go a
being
step
ignorant?
beyond. No, let me go a step beyond. Even when I was
You better
high
not put
school,
that iodines. Ain't
even
no
when
way
I
in the
was
world you're going.
even when I was in high school, graduate 1988, we knew the Kappas and we knew the Alphas and the Omegas actually did our Bo Cotillion. Sigmas were nowhere to be found. I know
Where you
they were
from?
in Florida, but they didn't have a major presence in Florida.
How close are you to the University of Florida?
That's in Gainesville. That's in northern Florida. I'm in
All
central
right,
Florida.
because we popping that game. Emmett Smith is a signal. You think Emmett Smith, who's drafted to the NFL, is pledging his fraternity that's not popping?
Mm. Okay, well, I know King was an alpha. I know a lot of the
He's an
civil rights leaders
honorary.
were.
King was an
Let
honorary
me
alpha.
see. I know Jesse was an Omega. I mean, yeah.
Jesse pledged.
Yeah. But I'm just saying.
John
So there.
Lewis. John Lewis pledged.
Okay. I'm just saying. I mean, not to say because you can look in all
I
of
got
those.
my civil rights leader. I'm
We can go
fine with
through all
John
the
Lewis.
Greeks, but I'm
John
just
Lewis
looking at
top five.
the yeah, I'm just looking at the ones who just had a dominant effect that were more. But I think all of them have good people. Don't get me wrong.
John
I
Lewis
mean,
was a member of Phi Beta Sigma when he was getting beat
yeah,
at that counter.
I guess. But everybody has that. I mean, even some Sigma Gamma Rho's have some people who are known. So yeah,
Major, especially for movement in the Midwest, major Midwest organization.
yeah. I mean, I don't doubt that one bit. But it is what it is. But I mean, that's a. I mean,
I hope. I'm gonna pin this on my community wall and tag you. I hope they track. I hope somewhere there's a document that I can Google on some internet somewhere of who the step show winners are from '94 to 2004 at Norfolk
mhm.
State University. And I
Okay.
promise you,
Well, I
probably
was
the same.
gone. Well, no. I was in grad school at that time. So y'all was there 94 and then graduated in 95. So yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, you being help. Okay, you're being very ignorant, but that's okay.
I'm not being ignorant, but I mean, I was on the campus while you were going to your PWI Glassboro State. Is that? Yeah, I was at Norfolk State 247. So I just
Here
didn't
comes the
pop up and show up.
HBCU shade. Here comes the HBCU shade. Y'all
It's
good for
not.
that?
I mean,
Oh,
Glassboro
I'm in the
State.
fraternity. I'm in the fraternity. I don't want to hear nothing about the
So where
HBCU
did
shade.
you
In
pledge?
fact,
Did they
In
sneak you
fact,
to? Hold on. Did they sneak you to a black college to really get pledged, or did you
I,
pledge
so
at
so
Glassboro State?
so so here's the irony. Guess who? Guess who the brothers who founded Glassboro State? Brothers, a combined set of brothers from Cheney and Lincoln. Me and Cheney University and my chapter Phi Beta Sigma. There's no closer chapter. They would fight for me like they're from my chapter, but their school is trash. I wouldn't allow no
Let me
black
say
people to
this.
spend no
I would
money at
not
that
say,
school.
look, the administration may be trash, but don't trash your HBCU
Their
because
degree
again,
barely has an
because at the
accreditation.
end of the day, you couldn't go to your ass couldn't go to Glassboro State. They would have sent your ass to Cheney or Lincoln. And my thing is this:
Employer,
there are a lot of people who came out of Cheney who are extremely successful, just like there are some people who come out of Edward Waters College who are successful. Now, the administration may be trash, but that doesn't mean the school is trash overall because there are
Jay
some
Willis,
trashy schools.
it's such a risk when employers who pay taxes in Pennsylvania hate Cheney. And then the first thing you put is that you're a Cheney University graduate. And they're just looking at it like, what a total waste of our money. Those the
But
folks
that's in Pennsylvania. Let me say this: that may be in your region, but Cheney is fiercely, fiercely, fiercely revered down south. And who gives a fuck what y'all
they
think
love it in
up
Florida.
north? Because
They love
again, age and seniority is a lot. I revere Hampton, I revere Virginia Union and Virginia State
I revere
because
all of those.
if it wasn't for Virginia Union or Virginia State, there would be no
There be
Norfolk
no
State
no.
University.
I revere every HBCU in the Hampton Roads and the state of Virginia. Virginia Union has its moments. No, there's one up there, not Virginia Union. What's the other one up there? VCU. Do we consider that an HBCU?
No, no,
No.
no. It's Virginia.
What's up there?
It's
What's up
Virginia.
there? What's Lambda
It's
Check?
University of Lynchburg.
No.
Something.
You know what? No, it is Virginia Union. Virginia Union has its moments.
It does, but
Virginia
if it
Union
wasn't
has
for
its
Virginia Union, you wouldn't have a Douglas Wilder, who our Performance Arts Center is named after, because again, Douglas Wilder came out of Virginia Union.
Virginia
And
State.
God
Virginia
rest
State is
St. Paul. But let me
phenomenal.
tell you something. If it wasn't for Virginia State, we wouldn't have a lot of these jazz players. A lot of these jazz players. Undine Smith Moore, the writer of Negro Spirituals. I mean, all of these schools are something else. Let me say this. Everybody knows about Bethune-Cookman. Everybody knows about Florida A&M. But Edward Waters and Florida Memorial University now are major players. I mean, they don't get the notoriety, but at the end of the day, they were schools that were in trouble once, but once they got the right administration, things turned around. So again, if you get the right administration, then the school will run. Hell, that's any Coppin State, same way. There are a lot of schools, that can be like that. But again, I
Coppin
have
don't fall off. Coppin don't fall off like Cheney.
how many sororities are there that I heard Divine Nine? It's four.
Four sororities, five fraternities. That
Yeah.
makes them.
Yeah, so, but I mean, like I said, I'm not gonna knock my black schools. They're treasures, and if it wasn't for those black schools, we wouldn't have half the black
We
people in the
have
middle class.
enough black schools to not have to go to one that's not doing what it's supposed to do. Some of these schools need to consolidate. Lincoln should take Cheney over,
No,
and
it
I
shouldn't.
guarantee you somebody
But I don't think
because y'all
so.
worry about
I
the
think
history.
all of these
Y'all
schools
worry
have
about the
their
history
history.
versus the future, and
No,
that's
you need
letting
to
you get
invest in
into
them.
your
Well, first
emotion.
of all,
I
that
don't.
doesn't make any sense. We could listen to you. That doesn't make any sense. You only have two black schools in Pennsylvania. It's Cheney and Lincoln. So now I guess all the schools in North Carolina need to close because North Carolina has so many black institutions. But again, they're all doing their mission and doing their thing. So my thing is, you only have two schools, and why are you gonna close the oldest one? That's crazy. You
Barbara
need
Scotia may need to. You couldn't roll Barbara Scotia into A&M,
It's closed. It's closed.
A&T. I mean,
I mean, Barbara Scotia, until they get their reaccreditation, it's like a death knell, like Knoxville College.
you roll it into what you call it, roll it in under
Let me tell you something. I don't do
let
Coppin
A&T
State.
have a.
Coppin State is something else because
Coppin's history is
only in
rich.
Baltimore that you can have two black schools in the same city.
In the same city, they're within a mile of each other.
Yeah, it used to be three because Sojourner Truth was there as well, and that closed. But it used to be three schools, and truly, the University of Maryland, Baltimore County is pretty much black, if you want to say. But yeah, and yeah, so yeah, I
You
mean,
no,
go
you
ahead.
could have A&T could have a satellite campus that and go in, put some money in the Barber Scotia and turn it into their satellite campus, and they would get their accreditation. They would already have their accreditation. They would just need to get approval to operate cross state, and you would have a satellite camp. How do you think? How do you think Penn State grew? How do you
Well,
think Rutgers grew?
well, yeah, but again, they're not. Do you not know that there are only so many black systems? I think Southern is the only one of the only black system. So Southern University is the only black system that I know of.
We better get bright. You better find a way to increase your enrollment. You increase your enrollment. You put A&T campus or Barber Scotia satellite campus at Barber Scotia. That thing will pop.
Well, it's a lot of schools that should be saving some schools, but we'll see what happens because St. Aug is in trouble, and that's the only black Episcopal school
St.
after.
That's the other one. St.
Yeah,
All of them should roll under A&T.
no, I don't know about that one. I don't know about that
That's
one.
the issue with those schools. They can afford the curriculum. What they can't afford is another $300,000 president. They can't afford another dean of students. If you have one dean of students increase their load, that's not even a major load. They wouldn't have more than 20 classes over there. What you would need most is to manage the facility. But that the most of your tuition goes to the facility. It doesn't go to curriculum.
We will see. I just think that at the end of the day, I think that needs to be some management issues. I think that these land grant colleges should get what they've been owed because they've been underfunded. And
They've underperformed as well though. Graduation rates are
this is the
small.
thing though. So again, when you have schools like Rutgers and those schools that can take the top 10%, of course. But when you're taking people who wouldn't have a chance, this is why Norfolk State won't merge with Old Dominion because then the mission of the school is gone. I know so
I don't
many
want
people.
that. I would want Norfolk to merge with Hampton. Why the heck would I want it to merge with ODU?
Well, again, there's a lot of things because again, there are a lot of things going on. I mean, Allen and Bennett are two private schools right across the street in South Carolina. But
Bennett stinks.
yeah,
Good.
so I just think that it will work out. I just think that we had at least 200 over 200 HBCUs and now we're down. And I just think it's sad because again, we fought and those schools have legacy, they have history. The people who provided blood, sweat, and tears behind those schools. I can understand with Clark Atlanta. I thought that was a good acquisition because you still have that, but they're
Clark
on the
Atlanta should
AUC.
roll into Morehouse. Do you know how many people Morehouse has to turn away?
Why can't who does what?
Clark Atlanta should roll into Morehouse. Listen, do we care about HBCU enrollment or do we care about the name of the HBCU? I'll leave you with that.
Well,
I'll leave you with that.
my thing is we have Sweetbriar College in Virginia, and it's all females college, and they were about to close their alumni open it. They did what they needed to do. I just think that colleges have history, and I think our black colleges are a little different. These are our colleges, and again, we need to try to preserve them as much as possible. They are our colleges,
Preserve
and
what? Enrollment or name?
both.
No. You can't have you got at some point you gotta sacrifice. You gotta compromise, Pastor. That's why I get up and leave the table, a lot of table for a lot of business deals, because
Well,
people aren't willing to compromise. We can't
well,
taxpayers aren't just gonna take the full
well,
loss.
maybe you should go to HBCU. Maybe that's the difference. Maybe that but I think they're important, and
If
maybe if you
I
go to
went to
one.
Barbara Scotia, which God bless my brother, my father went down to Winston Salem State, had a baby, came back to New Jersey, left that baby down there. That baby went to Barbara Scotia. And my brother, he passed, he had diabetes. But if he was alive today, he would say, I would prefer that I could go to Barbara Scotia. I wouldn't care what the name is, He spent all his time at A&T homecoming anyway. They all revere A&T. They really wanted to go to A&T. They couldn't get in. I would care that my school at least is open versus it's folded.
Well, my thing is this. I think that people need to align themselves to what's needed. And sometimes you have to make sure that you build and what's going to work, what the students need at this particular point, what the community need, and align yourself that way. I don't think merger is always the big thing. I mean, I don't think that's always the right thing. And like I said, I just don't agree. Everybody did not try to get into A&T. Some people go to school because of legacy, and they have family members who went, and those schools have legacy. So I think it's very, very critical that we look at that, and that's where people go. I mean, unfortunately, Paul Quinn and Dallas took over Bishop College, but Bishop College was
Bishop College. I got mad brothers from Bishop College.
yeah, but it's not there anymore, unfortunately, because the Baptist
Yeah.
Convention didn't do anything to
What's that
help.
other one? What's that other religious school that was outside of in the country, out of the middle of nowhere? St. Paul's. So
Yeah, St.
it's
Paul closed, and they're really trying to make an effort to open St. Paul because again, I know somebody who went to St. Paul, and that was the best thing that ever happened. I know somebody who personally went to St. Paul. Odell Hobbs was a music
well,
professor. He was
I
at
know a lot of pastors, so they should be opening St. Paul's for evangelical school for divinity. They
Well, I
should be,
think St.
especially
Paul is
for
bigger than
doctorates in
divinity.
divinity.
I think St. Paul should be a school for those people who really need smaller classroom sizes and needs that specialized attention.
And get
And I
degrees
think
in
that's
what?
what,
And get
huh?
degrees in what? And get degrees in what? What do you
You
want
have
to
your
do? For?
business, you'll have your business, you'll have
What
some of
type
your
of
allied health.
business?
What?
Health? Okay, I could do see healthcare. You're not. They're not gonna be able to compete. They're not gonna be able to compete. So many people going to college today. You come in and talking about you got a degree from St. Paul's in business. They're gonna look at who was your professors. Yo, we
No,
can't
no,
just
no,
be
no, no,
sinners.
absolutely
This is I
not.
don't agree with.
Why do you
This I
all
don't
think,
agree with,
why
man.
do you all think that? Let me tell you something.
Because I'm
Let me tell you
hiring.
something.
I'm looking at where these people
That,
going to
but let me
school.
say this. That is you. And as a hiring manager, I am looking at what you've done. I am looking at is your school regionally accredited because that's what I'm looking at. And that's it. So I don't always agree. I've hired people from colleges that people are like, I don't know. But I look at their teaching and I'm like, oh, you are more hip to my students than somebody. It depends on the institution. It depends on what you're hiring for. And everybody is not a good fit. So again, I will know somebody who may come out of Harvard, but they are absolutely clueless. Yeah, they know how to do research, but they don't know how to connect with students. So I don't think that we can dismiss these universities
Pastor,
like that.
there's too many good HBCUs that are affordable in people's neighborhood to be risking going to these other
But
ones
let me
that
say
aren't
something. Let me
affordable.
say
Your
something.
dollar, your education dollar, man,
Let me
you're
say
gonna
this.
pay that back the rest of your
Look,
life.
look, I hear what you're
Degree.
saying, but if people don't get it together, a lot of the schools will be closed because, again, I think these schools need to say, do we have programs for adult learners, the people who may not be able to come brick and mortar? I think a lot of these colleges need to offer some things online. There is a college called the University of Southwest in Hobbs, New Mexico. It is a small school, but what keeps them open is their DBA program and their ed program 100% online, just like a Grand Canyon University. I know I joke Grand Canyon University, but at the end of the day, you can
I
go
know
on
you checked
campus.
their accreditation. I know you checked their
And I
accreditation. I
know.
know you
So my
did.
thing is this, I think our schools need to start moving towards technology to get those people who may not want to come brick and mortar. I just think that you got to be, I think the schools have to be smarter and work smarter and not harder. And again, you got to have some foresight. But all schools, I think everybody has a reason to be here. I know people who went to Jarvis Christian University in Houston Tillotson, right here in Austin, Texas. Down the street in Austin, Texas. But they're smart enough now to have of our Spanish brothers and sisters. St. Philip College, which is our community college, but they're designated not only as a HBCU, but a Hispanic serving institution as well. So again, we have to look no different than Hampton educating the indigenous people in the Virginia area, which they still have scholarships for. So I think we just have to be smarter. But again, I go back to Cheney as well. Cheney forged the way. A lot of people were educated at Cheney. A lot of people were educated at Lincoln. And when you have so few Black colleges beyond the Mason-Dixon line, especially in the Northeast, Cheney and Lincoln.
Don't forget, we got Medgar Evers in Brooklyn.
But Medgar Evers is not considered a HBCU. It's considered I can't think of the name now that they use, because Chicago State, even though it's an all-Black school, it did not meet that designation for historically Black colleges before that legislation changed. So you got things like Chicago State and Medgar Evers and Marion University. I think that's Marion University that was in Indianapolis. I think they closed that school down, but they were schools that really helped Black people. I don't judge our schools. I think our schools have been given a really raw deal starting, and they've always struggled, even when they were founded, a lot of them. And for the mere fact that we still have this many is a miracle. So I don't think we need to start closing them. I think we need to see how we can realign and start doing some things, whether it's online or getting people ready. But I think those are some big things. And like I said, Hershey had family who went to Cheney, and they're fine. I mean, I've known people who look down at Bethune-Cookman College, but again, there are people who are doing some great things. I know people who went to Stillman and Miles College in Alabama, but people look down on those schools, but yet, they're doing better than some people who went to Alabama A&M or Alabama State. So, yeah, I know people who went to Alcorn and they may look down. Let me tell you something. If everybody's going to find a school,
Alcorn's a great school. Alcorn State's a great school.
It's a great school, but some people would say Jackson State is the better school because they have PhD programs where Alcorn State has limited programs. And then they might look at Mississippi Valley State, even like with more contempt, but you got to realize.
Alcorn, but that was smarter, Alcorn. That's probably how they saved their longevity. Because they said, you know what, you could try to do everything decent or do a few things great. And then we'll drive our curriculum and we'll have a reputation for, oh, you went to Alcorn for such and such. Then they gotta put a brand on yourself, Jay Wilson. You can't just give these kids degrees to walk out in the street and then they ain't worth a damn. I'm not for that.
No. I'm sorry. If you went to the University of Phoenix, God darn it, and if it's accredited regionally, you gotta look. I'm telling you, I know that we don't like that, but that's the hiring manager's preference. But everybody is not feeling that.
I have no problem with online degrees. So now I need to know, while you was getting your online degree, what else was you doing?
Well, right? My thing is this: what is your GPA? Yeah, what else you were doing? Yes. But that's in school.
I had a full-time job and got my online degree.
But that's a hustle. But that's a hustle. But so who's to say that some people are not doing that at Cheney? So that's
if they're doing that at Cheney, then they are increasing their brand. But a lot of them are sitting down at Cheney, and let me tell you something: it's wild in them dorms. You get killed in Cheney's dorm. Well, not even safe there.
Well, let me say this: there was a murder or unaliving when I was at Norfolk State. So again, my cousin played football at Howard.
But they understood that y'all had an open campus. So y'all had to deal with the townies.
It's not open anymore, but yeah.
They closed it?
You don't get on that campus anymore.
In the 90s, these little boys almost ran us over on bikes. We was about to get into a fight with them. They can't ride to the whole campus.
You don't get on that campus anymore. That campus is pretty,
Yeah, because it was wild. In the 90s, cats would just walk from across the street and hang out on campus. I'm like, what? They go
Well,
there. They like, nah, that's the locals. They just come. It's an open campus. They just come hang out.
but you know what though? Why is our open campuses like UTSA is an open campus? University of Texas, Austin is an open campus.
Yeah, let them brothers go try to hang up on there and watch what them
Well,
local
hold on.
dudes do.
Let me give you some. Let me put you up on game. Not only is UT Austin a downtown campus, right on 15th Street is where all the homeless people hang out. So again, you know, Yale is sitting right in the hood in New Haven. So I'm just saying, you know, when our campuses are open, is this, and the third. But again, I look at this and I'm like, we can always find fault. I must admit that some campuses need to be revamped. But I'm going to say this. There are a lot of campuses that are closed. Broadus, oh God, I can't think of that school in West Virginia. Closed. There are a lot of white campuses closing. A whole lot of white campuses are closing. So I just think that, you know, we have to look at that. But these campuses had alumni, people were giving for the most part. I think for our campuses, I think the federal government needs to do a little bit better. Maybe if they say, well, hey, Cheney, we'll give you all of your allotment from land grant that we denied you all, but this is the way you got to get it. You got to change your administration. I would even go far as that. But again, is not Philadelphia, but Pennsylvania willing to grant that money that they may not have given those colleges? And that's another thing. I mean, you know, now I think
I mean, they got
Oklahoma.
to. They you can't keep relying on taxes either, though. But that's a whole nother conversation. The
Well, why
tax
should
base
they?
is
I
short.
mean, they should, but it's still a state institution. It's not a private institution. So they
I
should
get
have
it.
their
They get
fair
enough Pell
allotment.
Grant. They get enough Pell Grant, but you know why they look at the allotment? Because they said if you drove your tuition up, we're giving out $14,000 per state student. So your students would be giving them 14,000. It would drive. You can make your own money. You only need the allotment because your enrollment is low, and that's what the Republican. Don't forget, Pennsylvania is a Republican state. It's not a that you people see Philadelphia and say, "Oh, Pennsylvania's hood." 90% of Pennsylvania does not look like Philadelphia.
No, I mean, but Pennsylvania for the most part is it's a blue state far as urban areas because the urban areas are going to have more population. But
They're going to drive.
I just
My
think that with
homeboy's the
those
governor, Josh
schools,
Shapiro.
I think they need to start looking at the online component, start offering some things, and I think that's big. I tell you, the University of Southwest, it's in Hobbs, New Mexico. That school is going to be okay because people are willing to do a DBA from them. There's a school right now that I know for sure that was trying to get me to go, and I'm like, I'm not interested because I'm not interested in going to school. But it was right in Madison, Wisconsin, and I'm like, nope, I'm good. So,
Madison, the University of Madison, University of Wisconsin Madison. That's a great school, Pastor.
but it's not that school. It's Edgewood, which is the Catholic school.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Look,
hmm
let me go get some
But
dinner, man. I
but
ain't even
did you
realize
see?
our
Did y'all see?
conversation was.
Did y'all see how Ghetto even looked at that school because it was a private Catholic school and how he was like, see what I'm saying? It's that bias. It's that bias. I mean, I
Listen,
just look at you. It's the bias. But
I,
anyway,
I am educationally, I ain't gonna lie, I'm bougie. It's too expensive to be risking stuff.
well, if
And you
that's the
need to
case, then
network, and you need to be able to
if it's too
network.
expensive, then I tell people to go ahead and do the hack, do study.com or Sophia or
No, but
Sailor,
yeah, and
get
I have no
all of
problem.
your
You can
general
do that,
ed
but you
and
ain't gotta
beat
go to
the,
Cheney after you do all of that.
and then go to Thomas Edison or then go to University of
Thomas
the
Edison,
People
I'm
and
with
get it
that.
done.
And see, I'm with that. I'm with that. There's enough educational options, but Cheney got to get their head out their
Well,
ass.
I
But
think you
listen,
should be
Pastor.
trying. I think the biggest thing is you should really be trying to continue to help your brothers and sisters to get that instead of saying that because I don't think the students are all bad. I think they may have some bad administration, and I think I think the administration can be bad. But I'm not going to put down one of the oldest black institutions because they have some bad administration at the time, because I've seen that happen in Florida. I've seen that administration get kicked out, and then they brought in people who really knew what to do, and those schools are now thriving. So my thing is, instead of trying to merge it, let's get somebody in there that can really make that school pop. That's my biggest thing. But go eat your dinner, man. I don't want to
I
hold you,
appreciate
and I
that.
gotta go myself. Look,
All right.
thank you, Hershey. Thank you, Ghetto.
Great
Audio
combo.
Pope, who was from Tallahassee, Florida
Okay, Jay
tonight.
Wilson. Have a good one,
Y'all
Jay
have a
Wilson.
good
We out
night.
there,
Peace and
baby.
love. Y'all take care. Bye.